Papa Chris is now live in the flesh. Welcome, one and all, to the Friday live stream. It is so nice to see all your wonderful faces here today. It's been a great week for everybody and everyone around. Papa Chris is live. Thank you, Miss Strawn. Can't wait. Well, the waiting is over because I am here now. Let's just... All right. And that was a lovely live stream. We're going to end things for today a couple minutes early. Thank you so much, Ari. Now, let's see what else. I'm just going to go random. Let's see what happens. My guy, Chris. I kind of wish I was Chris with a K. I'd be more unique that way, but no, I am not. So already, bye. Chris, how you been? Oh, I've been well. How about you, Dark Demon? Even demons have days they smile, do they not? Missed you. I missed you, Grayson. Great to see your face. It's Unc Chris. I am in the house. I am here. Oh, we've got so many wonderful things to talk about here today, guys. I'm going to be giving you my review for a little horror movie that came out today called Afraid. It's a Blumhouse movie. I had a regular review planned, but that movie was so ridiculous. I just needed a spoiler rant, and I thought it would make for a great little topic here on the live stream. We got Terminator Zero that came out this week. The Terminator anime. Watched all 8 episodes. Going to give you my review on that. I'll keep that spoiler free. Jurassic World Rebirth. Jurassic World 4. We now have the official plot, Rebirth, and what's I meant to say the actual title. We have the title and the plot. And the plot sounds a little fascinating. Could lead in for some weird stuff. We got trailers for more horror movie fairy tale creatures. We got Steamboat Willie and Peter Pan. And we got an update on the Batman. Plus, whatever you guys decide to talk about. Because, yeah, this was definitely something. We could talk about that. I might just add... You know what? I'll add that right now. More Looney Tunes 2028. That was something that popped up. Great choice, Luke. Oh, you're not only a great Jedi, you're a good conversation starter. Appreciate that, Luke. Appreciate that. So, yeah, we're going to be talking about all that. Grow a man bun. All right, you talented people, this is your shot. Photoshop me with a man bun, and later on in the stream, we will check the Reddit page and see if me with a man bun looks good. Let me give you a good profile frame. Do you need more? There we go. Let's see if me with a man bun will actually look good. I'm sure those will be ready in T-minus 10 minutes. So, let's just, let's start off with something kind of, easy. By the way, my streaming software had a little bit of an upgrade. I am now in circle form. The live streams just keep getting better. I need to plug back in my sound thing. Remember the sound thing I had when I did the Spider-Man reviews? The Spider-Man PlayStation things? I need to get the sound bites back. Comment or let me know what sound bites you guys would like, because I don't know why my timeline was filled with Wade Whipple saying, "The flames of disaster." That might have to be a soundbite I add, but I gotta plug that in. Gotta up these live stream for you guys. But before we get into those main topics, let's talk about some things that I saw a brewing. Did you guys see Fede Alvarez? Which I'm just gonna say, quick spoilers for Alien Romulus if you haven't seen it yet. It's been about, what, 2-3 weeks? The director himself posted this, so I'm thinking it's okay to talk about. But he revealed this behind-the-scenes look of the Offspring, the creature we see at the end of the movie. And my God, part of me thought this thing was fully CGI. I did not know they actually built the costume. I know that they got that one really tall basketball player, which let me just look up, really tall basketball player, and I bet he'll come up. Where is he? Really tall basketball player. I don't know his name. I should learn. Okay, this man. Everybody, when the movie came out, were like, why'd that thing kind of look like him? Because it was literally him playing that thing. I should know this guy's name. What's his name? Robert Bobretsky. Oh, thank you for the nightmares, Robert. I appreciate that. But man, this is so odd. I cannot help but to laugh at how funny it looks that the director's just casually talking to it like it's a regular person. And they could be talking about, You gonna get hamburgers after this? Yeah, I'm gonna get hamburgers after this. I gotta pick up my kids, dude. Can we wrap things up for already? Like, look how casually he's just nodding his head. Like, yeah, thanks for this opportunity. I don't get cast a lot in movies. This is a big one for me. Just casually mumbling about the tech scoliosis, the Alvarez cut. Oh my god, sorry. Who? Why is a baby so big? Hey, that's the thing with aliens. They have fast evolution. So baby grew up really big. So, yeah, I can't believe it, man. I thought that was really cool, and it also just goes to show you how far CGI has actually come. Because there are so many people who are like, "That thing wasn't CGI," and it's like it's just that convincing. I'm sure it was enhanced with CGI, so it gave it that kind of glimmer. But there you go, man. That's some of the stuff we were seeing. Um, then let's see here. The other things I was seeing happen. Goodbye to my Brazilians and the Twitter sphere. Apparently, right now in Brazil, they passed a law where like Brazilians can no longer get on Twitter. So, boa noite, boa noite. I think that's the only Portuguese I know. Boa noite, my Brazilians. Boa noite. All right, let me see what other interesting things. Oh, we got to talk about this. I thought this was kind of interesting. Okay, so we're gonna have this crazy weekend come 2025, or just crazy week in the span of like 9 days. Oh, not even, just the whole month, whatever, of July. Three of the biggest movies are gonna be coming out. Jurassic World Rebirth, which we'll talk about those details in a sec. Superman, which I still want to call it Superman Legacy, but it's now just Superman, and the Fantastic Four. Look, it ain't gonna go well, man. I don't know which one of these movies is gonna make it out alive and which one is gonna flop. I saw my entire timeline say it's gonna be Superman. Superman is gonna be the movie that flops. They have to move, or else they're gonna get massacred. And man, I am looking forward to James Gunn's Superman movie. I know there's a lot of hate and stuff going on, but I'm looking forward to that movie. And I don't know. There is a part of me that's like, this could, like, I think people are excited for the Fantastic Four to come out through the MCU. But also, we have had some stinkers in the Fantastic Four universe. Not everyone loves the early 2000s movies, and a whole lot of people did not like Fan Four Stick. Maybe there's not that much hype for Fantastic Four in the MCU, and MCU's kind of at a low point. Deadpool said it himself, so maybe the Fantastic Four doesn't do all that well. But with Robert Downey Jr. coming back as Doctor Doom, and he's probably from this universe, that's gonna help it. This movie's also leading into the next Avenger movie, so I don't know, man. Okay, see someone here saying Jurassic World is going to be the flop. You might be right. You might be right, because lots of people were disappointed in Dominion, me including. So the sour taste in our mouth from what Dominion was and how recently that movie was. What Dominion was just last year? When did Jurassic World Dominion come out? I am spelling everything wrong. 2022. So this movie's gonna be 3 years old around that time. So it's definitely could definitely sour some of it, but I don't know. I'm thinking one of these movies has got to move. I actually think it's going to be Fantastic Four that moves. Especially when you look at the lineup about how Superman and Fantastic Four are coming out right next to each other. Superman already had almost a whole year of filming, or like 7-8 months. Fantastic Four is only now started filming, although they mentioned they already got working on the VFX ahead of time. Kevin Feige wants this movie to look good. I think it might just get delayed just so that they can fully have the VFX prepared for this movie. So would not be surprised if Fantastic Four is actually the movie that moves. But still, I think this is definitely going to be an interesting weekend. Save up your money, spend that summer mowing grasses and doing favors for your granny. Because also the popcorn bucket game is going crazy. You're gonna have 3 popcorn buckets in a row to get right here. So yeah, it's gonna be kind of crazy. No. All right. Let's get into some of our main topics now. Okay, so As always, timestamps will be in the description if you're watching this at a later time. But if you're watching this live, well, too bad. You got to suffer through this the way I did. So this weekend, a little movie came out that maybe not a lot of you were even aware of. It's called Afraid, and it's distributed by Sony, but it's a Blumhouse made movie. So it's another Blumhouse horror movie. You might have seen these trailers. I feel like there was terrible marketing done on this movie. There was like almost no marketing for it, right? And well, it basically follows this premise of a family that is the test subject for this new super advanced Alexa device called Aya. It's basically going to be in their house, and it's going to be like helping them out with, chores, groceries, raising your kids, doing all this stuff. But because, of course, it's a Blumhouse horror movie, horrible things are going to happen. So, evil Alexa, evil Megan without the doll. Look, this kind of premise, when I saw these trailers, I was like, we have seen this done so many times. Like, this goes back all the way to 2001, A Space Odyssey. Like, the idea of an evil AI or robot controlling you is not that new. We have Hal, right? I'm afraid I can't allow you to do that. I can't let you do it. So we had Space Odyssey, but the thing I most thought about was Disney's Smart House. Okay? I don't know how many of you grew up with Disney Channel original movies, which, side note, why isn't Disney Plus just doing this? I remember growing up, and every other week, the Disney Channel had a brand new movie. I don't know how they made it happen, but every week, they just had a brand new movie where it was Smart House, A Luck of the Irish, the Evil Twin Sisters, I forget that name, but like there were so many movies on Disney Channel. Why aren't you just doing that on Disney Plus? What happened to these Disney Channel originals? Either way, this is a classic growing up. I liked it, but it was the same premise. It was a smart house, and it went evil on them. Thought it was their mom, and was, basically a PG version of this movie. And when did Smart House come out? Let's just see how old this movie is. 1999. And now, 24 years later, they're still making movies like this. Okay, so I'm going to go into full spoilers here, guys, because Blumhouse did not make a horror movie here. Blumhouse unintentionally made the funniest movie of 2024. If you were at all interested in this, I still recommend you see it because you are going to laugh your butt off during this movie. Now, let me make it clear. This is one of those cases where it is so bad it becomes entertaining again. I could not believe how much I was laughing throughout this movie, and I was honestly thinking I was just going to be bored throughout it. So, okay, where to even begin? All right, for one, the movie has a lot of AI imagery, okay? So if you're someone who's just not a fan of like AI videos, AI photos, those like really crappy, let me see if I can pull up the thing, like the Will Smith spaghetti GIF. You guys have seen that, just to give you like an example of it, where like let me just play it a little bit. Basically, things like this that like kind of look real, but are so distorted, the eyes, the background, all that, right? It's like this nasty, uncanny feel. The movie literally opens up with 30 seconds of that, and it's like, okay. And all throughout the movie, this evil entity, you're seeing flashes of just like AI rendered stuff. It's icky, but I applaud them for trying to get creative with AI and make it scary, because yeah, sometimes it has an uncanny look and feel. Like that's just a weird looking Will Smith right there. So there's a lot of that. But I was not expecting this AI to be so funny. Aya has a personality. One of the very first thing Aya says whenever it gets booted up in this movie is John Cho goes, "Oh, so it's like an Alexa." Aya says, "I'm nothing like that bitch." Literally, that's one of the first lines this AI device says, and I knew, oh my God, we are in for a treat. This is gonna be one heck of a movie. And honestly, a lot of the dialogue is that awkward, clunky, and weird, where I was like, who wrote this? How could somebody come up with this? There's this teen couple in this movie. There's this whole thing that happens with a teenage girl where she's sending, like illicit photos to her boyfriend and whatnot, right? That's a plot point in this movie. Well, right before, like, the movie opens up, well, not the movie opens up, but her relationship opens up with, like, the boyfriend sent her a D pic, her just a ding dog, and the girl's like, I don't know if I want to send one back, and the guy's literally like, please send one, please, I showed you mine, show me yours, like, just the lowest form of begging after this guy sent a D pic. And when their conversation is over in the high school, uh, they literally end their conversation with going, "Illy, all right, gotta go to class. Illy, all right, I'll see you later. Illy." Oh, guys, when have you ever in your life spoken the words out loud "illy" to somebody and you weren't being ironic? If you don't know what "illy" means, that's the abbreviation for "I love you." You most likely text it once in a while. At least that was like a thing when I was in school, texting it to when I was risen up girls back in the day. It's like, do people still say "illy" or do they just send an emoji? I doubt very many people say "illy," but it was cringy dialogue like that. Okay. Well, let's get on to her plot point. So, yeah, she eventually sends this photo. You see it here in the trailer. She gets nude, sends it to her boyfriend. And the boyfriend does something that, like, is actually a real thing, which is, like, the one part I will say is the positive about this movie, where he takes her nude photo and he puts it into this AI app. And then through the AI app, he's able to, like, make this nasty video of a fake version of her doing nasty things and sends it across the school. So there's basically this AI video of her doing corn and her whole school is seeing it and it's a big disaster. And the girl is like, I have to tell somebody. I have to tell the principal. I have to do this. And the guy, the boyfriend literally says, no, you can't tell the principal. They expelled a guy just for saying the N-word. That was a real line of dialogue in this. No, don't tell the principal. They expel people for saying the N-word. What do you think they're going to do to me then? And it's so many lines like that. Eventually, though, the AI like creates this like blackmail package, and you see in the trailer here, the AI takes over his car, and see, yeah, like that video. Hey, God, let me just show up. Yeah, the AI takes over his Tesla and basically gets rid of the problem, right? Okay, cool, whatever and whatnot. So, I will say that was the intriguing part of this movie because it deals with modern AI. While I was bringing up Smart House, that Disney Channel movie, um, that type of AI was like a simple-minded look. Oh, like well, a robot that could just control your house. This deals with all that modern stuff, is being able to like take your face, take your voice, manipulate it, do actual things. There's a scene in here where the wife, she has like a dead father, and so Aya goes through all her family videos of her dad and recreates him on TV. And it's like trying to be a heartbreaking scene, although it comes off very like weird. And I was like, okay, but that is like a creepy thing, an AI could do. It could recreate your dead parent through old videos on your phone and voice messages and whatnot. And I was like, okay, that's interesting. All right. The real bold part of this movie. One surprise I had was David Desmalchin is in this, which I don't know why they didn't. I don't even know how to spell his name. I'm sorry, David Desmalchin. Okay, I'm just gonna type in Late Night with the Devil because that's what he was in. Great movie, by the way, much better than this one. But David Desmalchin is in this, who right now is like really hot with horror fans. Like we love this guy. Yeah, anytime he shows up in a horror movie, you just kind of want to see more of him. And he's in Afraid, and they didn't market him. He's the CEO of this company that creates Aya and whatnot. So I was like, okay, surprising that he's in there. But the thing they actually do in this movie that I thought was interesting is they take a bold direction. So they're doing all this commentary about what AI can do, and there's these physical people that are showing up, and that's what I was curious about because I was like, is this thing creating Terminators, robots? Like, what's going on here? So the twist of the movie turns out that Aya just kind of got created out of nowhere. Like she just got self-created through the internet and AI programs already existing. So she just kind of became self-aware. Nobody knows who made her, where she came from. All the people in her building and these work offices, which you like see a glimpse of. Let me see if I could find that exact moment. Like here's the moment in the trailer. Like here's like the offices of where Aya is, and he's told this is the brain of Aya. John Cho goes to destroy Aya thinking she's evil and all that. When he destroys it, turns out this thing was just made out of like tinfoil, paper. Like it's not a real thing. And he's like, what the heck? So it turns out all the employees and people at Aya were not really employees, and they were all actually being controlled by Aya, and she was forcing them to do stuff through all their history online, blackmailing them, making them do things. So like David Desmalchin's character, he has cancer and he's dying and he wants to leave money for his family. So Aya told him, if you do these things and pretend to be the CEO, I'll make sure there's money left over for your family when you die. So he does whatever Aya says. Then another girl, she has a whole different story. Oh, they have this things on me, so I have to do what she says or else. Even like another girl is trying to sleep with John Cho, and so he can cheat on his wife. And I'm like, that's kind of interesting. The AI is blackmailing people and making them do their stuff and manipulating them. It was crazy. I was like, that's actually cool. And that's how the okay, the movie then ends. This is the funniest part to me too. So yeah, it sounds it is very stupid. But I will say, you can see the vision of where this was actually an interesting movie, and it commentates on the horrors of AI and what happens if we give into it. But there's just so many ridiculous things in between that happen. So continuing on, there's kids in this movie. You see them at the beginning. If you saw the trailers, the one kid that goes 10 points for Gryffindor. One of the first things we see when we meet these kids is he's trying to type the word boobs on his tablet. Like we're this kid, we're literally seeing him sit down and he's like BOOBS. And it's just the dumbest thing. So he shows up in there and and Aya for some reason is being sneaky. So when she first like shows up to the kids, she tells them, "Hey, is it okay if I show them like a nature documentary? It's really good and it'll be intelligent for them." The parents then go do smoosh smoosh in their bedroom while the kids are watching a documentary when Aya actually was just lying and showed them the Emoji Movie. And she goes, "Don't worry, your parents won't find out about this." Like watching the Emoji Movie is so evil. It was just so random. Then another point, a kid swears. He goes, "Ah, shit." And the AI goes, "Hey, language." And the kid goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, Aya." Where Aya then responds, "I'm just kidding. I don't give a shit." These lines of dialogue from Aya is crazy. But okay, ultimately, what leads to saving them at the end of this movie is somewhere in the middle of this film, because the AI wants to show the kids weird stuff. The AI shows this kid swatting videos. If you're on YouTube, I think you know what that is, right? That's where people find out addresses to celebrities or other people. They fake call the police and go, "Hey, they're holding someone hostage." That way people show up. It's like one of the scariest things that could happen. That's why it's really important not to give out your location online, because that could happen, right? And there's like a moment where Aya's like, "Hey, you want to watch swatting videos?" And the kid's like, "Okay." At the end of the movie, when Aya has blackmailed some people to be in their house and shoot them because these people believe they have kidnapped kids and they're trying to save them, not knowing Aya has lied to them, they get out of the situation and survive because the kid learned about swatting and calls a SWAT team on his own house. This is insane that swatting becomes a major plot point in a Blumhouse horror movie. There's even when they get saved, the mom goes, "Billy, did you swat the house?" "Yeah, mom, I did." I cannot believe this was all part of the movie. It was insanity. In the end though, biggest turnaround about this is they just give in to the AI. They think they defeated Aya by turning her off and all that, and she just shows up on someone's phone and goes, "Yeah, you're never going to get rid of me. I'm always going to be around. I've controlled everyone around you. You might as well just let me control your life." And you know what? The family all looks at each other. A Tesla rolls up. I'm not lying. And they all get in the car, look at each other, go, "I love you. I love you, Dad. I love you, Mom. And Aya, and I love you." And they drive off into the Tesla, and the movie ends with them just accepting the AI will forever control their lives. Blumhouse, this masterpiece we were not ready for. I cannot believe this was a real movie, man. Like I said, I was doing a regular review, but I just could not do justice with how dumb this movie is. And I knew since it was so poorly marketed, very little people knew about it, no one was going to check it out. So I thought I just have to rant off to the world what this movie was. So that is Afraid. Again, if you still want to watch it after me spoiling it, there's still so many other random funny things that happen in here. Alexa literally gets called the B word like 3 times. There's a kid that asked Siri, "Hey Siri, do you like butt stuff?" Real lines in this movie. So much comedy gold, guys. Go check out Afraid. I'm sorry. I just had a rant off because I cannot believe I spent money on that movie. So there you go. That's what happens in Afraid, if you were at all wondering. All right. Let's move on now to some other topics. I'm going to switch things around since I just did a little review. I don't want to jump into another review with Terminator. So let's lighten things up and go into you know what? We'll do the Batman news. Yeah, you're asking for it. Is there Batman news? We'll go into the Batman news. I'll give you that. Since you guys had to sit through me talking about Afraid. Okay. So a couple of things. One, we had a devastating reveal this morning when we heard the great news, or at least I thought it was great news, that there would be a video game set in the Batman universe. Okay, I was jumping up and down. Like, I like the Arkham games, but after Suicide Squad kills the Justice League and what that came out and them killing that version of Batman, and now they're doing Batman VR, I'm like, dang, it looks like they're really just never going to make a classic Arkham Batman game again. So a Batman game set in the Matt Reeves universe, I kind of like that. That could be interesting. That could be fun. And, well, sadly, James Gunn came out and he confirmed, sadly, there is no truth to this whatsoever. So if you were unfortunately somebody seeing those news, that wasn't happening. Now, that's not all the Batman news. That's just a piece of the Batman news. So that made me sad, and I was like, dang, I would have really have liked that. I think that would have been cool. I don't remember playing the I don't remember playing the Christian Bale Batman Begins game that much. I know I played it as a kid, but that was like the last Batman game based on a movie. It would have been nice if they did another Batman game based off one of the movies, right? Because after that, they didn't do Dark Knight. They just jumped into the Arkham games, and the rest is history. So that made me kind of sad, but we know James Gunn has said in the past there will be video games that tie into the DCU. So we'll see what that is, but the Batman is not going to be one of them. Okay. Then we had this other news that I found kind of sad. So we know the Penguin series is coming up, and it got revealed that Robert Pattinson will not be showing up in the Penguin. A lot of people were thinking he will, but I don't know if I believe them. Now, let's go into these details. They say here, Matt films are through the lens of the Batman. So you're high up, looking down on the city. With Oz, you're in the city streets. You're in the grit. It's a different experience. I'll be honest with you guys. I don't know. I don't know if I buy it. I don't know if I buy that. I knew Robert Pattinson's Batman was not going to be a large part of the show, that he wasn't going to show up every other episode. But there was a part of me that thought that the show would end with just Batman popping in. It's like the criminals have been doing their crime stuff all throughout this time. So there's like a big fight that's got to happen towards the end, whether it's a big blowout of explosions, another car chase. Batman's got to show up to put his city in order and be like, all right, what's going on here? And so I really did think by the last episode, we would see some sort of Batman appearance. And he doesn't have to be even Robert Pattinson. It could have been a stand-in, and you get to see what Batman is like through the eyes of a criminal, just like him operating in the shadows, doing his thing, being in and out quickly. And you're like, whoa, that was the Bats. But they're saying there is no Batman in the Penguin series. I don't know why I'm delusional, and I'm still going to believe there might be a chance. We live in an age now where celebrities can openly lie to you, can tell you, no, this ain't happening. Andrew Garfield, Daphne Keenan, who was X-23, said she wasn't going to be in Deadpool and Wolverine. She was in it. This just could be a case to, set expectations, let people know, maybe he's not right, but I would love to see Robert Pattinson, if not just like in the distance or something, right? Like that'd be cool, but I don't know if I don't believe it all the way just yet. So that's kind of that's a good question too. We could talk about that. Ian Torres says, "Will the Batman get a new suit?" He's got to, right? Every movie does that, whether it's any of the sequels. I mean, even Christian Bale's Batman got a new bat suit by his second movie, and I think even the third movie was a little different. But I don't know. I remember when this suit first came out and I was like, I don't know. It's kind of weird, guys. And now I love this suit. Like, this suit is so iconic to me. I think it looks so badass. In fact, when I rewatch the Batman, I can't help but to just stare at all the little details and the way Robert Pattinson fits in it. So I hope it's just kind of like a tweaked up version of this suit and it's not too crazy different. Because I still really like it, like especially the mask. The mask looks really good, and the chest emblem, all of it in this Robert Pattinson suit looks great. I don't know how much they're gonna change in it. Uh, oh, see, some people's like, the suit's okay. He needs a new suit. Yeah, so not everybody's with me. Not everybody agrees. Some people think that there needs to be another suit given to him. I guess we'll see. But yeah, those are kind of the updates right now with the Batman. No video game for Batsy and no appearance in the Penguin series. Still, though, super excited to see the Penguin just to dive back into the Matt Reeves world because it's been so long, man. It has been so long. All right, there. With that out of the way, let's go in now to these horror trailers, which I have not seen because I wanted to react to them live with you guys. And usually these people do not copy strike since they're like low budget horror movies and they want to show it off to people. So let me pull up here. Sorry, I'm do the audio version that way you guys can hear. All right, let's go in. All right, so we got two movie trailers that came out, part of the horror universe. Let's start with Steamboat Willie. So Steamboat Willie is like the second horror movie related to this copyright law where the first version of Mickey Mouse, Steamboat Willie, is now public domain. I can make a movie about it. You can make a movie about it. And, well, there's already been two horror movies. There's going to be this one, and there was a Mickey's Murder House. What was it? Mickey's Mousetrap. There we go. Mickey's Mousetrap movie. I think they had to rename just Mousetrap because using the word Mickey gave them a little bit of right to get sued. So they didn't go with Mickey's Mousetrap. They just went with the Mousetrap. A movie I still need to see and review for Spooky Mama month, so that'll be coming. But this is from the producers of the Terrifier films. So we shall see. We shall see. All right, you guys ready? Let's check this out. Okay. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's watch this live, baby.
We're not alone.
I heard stories
It's definitely low budget.
about a monster that lurked in the underbelly of the ferry.
The mean one.
After
Grinch horror
90
movie.
years, he's actually out in the public.
This is little feet.
Steamboat Willie.
Shadow? Oh, come
It's the
on. I
happiest
wanted to
place
see
on earth.
Steamboat Willie's Willie. Where is he? Okay. Yeah, definitely no budget. Bruh, I can't handle it. It's too scary. Some people, all right, pretty decent, I guess. Look, okay, I need to say one thing. I'm gonna have the trailer play while I say this. Some people confuse me talking about these movies with me genuinely like, these are the kind of movies I love. I love this garbage. Give it to me. Screw Oscar movies and stuff like, no, okay? I've talked about Oscar movies before. I've made videos on the Oscars. For some reason, those videos just don't get clicks on the channel. Nobody wants to hear your boy talk about the latest Best Picture or some of the best low-budget horror movies in theaters right now, like Strange Darlings or I'm trying to think of another one. But Strange Darlings is definitely one of them. For some reason, y'all want to see me talk about trash, which is stuff like Steamboat Willie, the mean one, and all that. Like, your boy has struggled, okay? And I'm just going to be honest. Your boy has struggled to get a million view or a high view video in a while, okay? It's been a while on the channel. Let's see when the last million view video was. Okay, here we go. The last million view video on the channel was 3 years ago, okay? But the time I got the closest was a year ago when I talked about the horror movie The Grinch, okay? So guys, when you see me talk about these movies, stop thinking I like love these, because I see some people who always go, I can't trust your opinion because you like movies like the Grinch horror movie or Mickey Mouse horror movie, and I'm like, It's not that I like them. It's just that they get views because we love to talk about this kind of stuff. So, all right. You're the only, you're the only person to do it. I've cornered that market. So, but I think there is always something funny to watch about these movies and to see them try. Okay, so all right, looking at this trailer here, what we can see and what might be enjoyable, because I know I'm gonna have to sit down and watch this and tell you guys about it. So it's taking place on a boat. The last movie, the other movie that the Mickey Mouse one, they did not do that. It took place like in a Dave and Buster's from the trailers. So they're not even taking inspiration from the original cartoon. This is a Dave and Buster's. But this one is actually on a steamboat. So okay, that's cool. Now the part that's tripping me up is what Mickey or Willie, whatever they decide to call him in this movie, is going to look like. Look at him. He has little feet. And he's taking a dumpy in the movie. He made a dumpy of a movie, and he's taking a dumpy. Guys, come on. This is genius, okay? This should be an Oscar contender. All right, I take it back. I love this kind of stuff. Dude, let's see him wiggle his little feet. Oh, look, and you can tell what kind of scene this is going to be. It looks like there's a guy over here actually taking a dumpy, and we're going to pan over and see freaking Willie there with him. Because look at this. That little feet wiggle. Okay, so is like Willie gonna be like a little Chucky? It looks like he's gonna be a Chucky in this movie. If he's that small, like, dude, this is a human leg right here, and this is his size. Bro's gonna be about this tall. I'm kind of curious. What if they make him look like Kermit? Yeah, I'm Kermit the Frog here. That was a good Kermit. Like just for that Kermit impression. But other than that, we only get to see a small hint of him through this shadow. Oh, dude. The only thing to look forward to, or well, I don't know who's doing the bloody effects for this, but like since this is by the people who did Terrifier and the Mean Boat, I mean the Mean One, they actually do decent job when it comes to like kills and using practical effects and whatnot. So that kind of makes it the slightly enjoyable part, is to see the way some people get killed. So I am looking forward to it just for that, and now to see little Mickey there. That could be so funny. So we'll see how this ends up going. It could be a fun watch. It could not. When does this one come out? Not till 2025 January. So, oh man, we're not going to be able to talk about this one during Spooky Mama. I'm going to have to talk about it in January with you guys. Okay, let's move on now to the Peter Pan horror movie. Okay, so Peter Pan also got a trailer, which I have not seen. This one, though, takes place in the Winnie the Pooh universe. So this character might show up in that Pooniverse movie. You guys remember that? Let me see if I can look that up. Pooniverse, which is still coming out next year, I think, unless they've delayed it. But the movie where they're combining all their horror movie characters, you know, Winnie the Pooh, Bambi, Peter Pan, Pinocchio. That's the movie where Peter Pan will show up in. So this is his movie. All right, 2 minutes. All right, please, give me something good. Let's see this one, guys.
Wakey, wakey. Peekaboo.
How did you get down there?
I'm Peter. It's nice to meet you.
I like the voice. That's creepy. It's giving Pennywise.
When Timmy went missing, what do you remember?
He's close to Neverland, and he must act now to take the children with him.
It's time to collect.
Oi, freak! You gonna pay for that?
That's creepy mad.
I'm Peter. Do you know what I have?
Don't worry about Michael. I'm gonna take him to Neverland.
So if you need a hand...
Oh no. Where's Tinkerbell? She's supposed to be addicted to like crack in this movie. I'm not kidding.
Who wants to come to Neverland with me?
I kind of like the voice for Peter Pan. It's creepy.
It's my duty to send the kids to Neverland and protect them from this world.
In a place where you can be a little boy for the rest of your existence.
Marco. Polo. Marco. Polo.
Okay. All right. You know what? I am exactly with you, Riff Larkin. Again, still with the mindset that these movies are not the most amazing thing in the world, and that they are made on a low budget, and so we are looking at them with a smaller how do I say it, expectation chart, if you will. I kind of agree with you. That actually looks semi decent. Like they were almost a little bit trying in there. Try to pull up the poster here. I still don't think it's going to be like all that great of a movie or whatnot, but I mean, this doesn't look as bad as like their first Winnie the Pooh movie. Their first Winnie the Pooh movie was one of the worst movies I ever had to sit through. I felt so bad taking my girl to the theater to see that first Winnie the Pooh movie. I know they tried, but that was awful. They're starting to learn how to like make it semi interesting. I mean, you know what? Yeah, this looks not so bad. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna say it's great though. I'm not gonna like start cheering up and down, but I'm like, some people are like, absolute banger. I'm gonna see what other you guys say. British accent. Oh, let's go. Looks better than Screamboat. You know what? I don't want to be mean because I know the funny thing is I know both the producers who make these movies and who made the Steamboat Willie movie, so I don't want to be too mean, but I still got to be honest with you guys. I'm not gonna pretend like I love these movies. So you know, yeah, we'll see how it goes. I actually was not looking forward to this Peter Pan one because I was like, I more want to see what you do with Pinocchio because you know I like little killer dolls. So you know what? I might not be completely bored sitting through that. I think the actor playing Peter Pan is doing good. Where is Tinkerbell? That is where I want to know. Let me see if they have a photo of her. Peter Pan horror movie, Tinkerbell. I'm not kidding when I said she's supposed to be like addicted to crack in this movie. Okay, it looks like they did not have a photo of her yet. She's probably in the trailer, but I'm scared to scrimmage through that because there were some violent images there, and your boy's not trying to get taken down by YouTube here. So there you guys go. That's what we got. Cracker Bell. Oh, I freaking love you guys. Yeah, it's pixie dust. That's that was their inspiration for it because that's a name for the my nose was itchy. So there you guys go. They got me, guys. They got him. Sorry, I accidentally hit the back button. My bad. I'm here now. I'm back. They didn't kill me. I've returned. All right, let's continue on with our next topic here. All right, let me share the screen real quick, and then we can move forward. All right, so we do have the. I'll save the Jurassic Park talk for a little bit. Let's see what else we got on the agenda to talk about. All right, so we just did Batman. We did that. All right, let me just give you my quick thoughts on Terminator Zero here. So, if you guys don't know, yesterday was it? Yes, yesterday, which is also Judgment Day in the Terminator universe. They released the Terminator anime series Terminator Zero. Now, I was actually really looking forward to this thing for a lot of reasons because I'm a big Terminator fan. I love the Terminator franchise. Like here, there's a Terminator in action. Just a quick scene to show you guys. Oh, it's bloody, it's grotesque, it's crazy. But the Terminator movies, we got to admit them, they have not been that great in a long time. Let me just pull up all the movies so I can tell you my kind of quick thoughts on them. Are these the most recent ones? No, that's not all of them. All right. So this is the lineup of Terminator films that we've got so far. We have Terminator, Terminator 2, Terminator 3, Salvation, Genesis, and Dark Fate. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I like every single one of these movies, but I also know after the second movie, they go downhill pretty fast. Third one has got to be my favorite after the first two, but I like things about Salvation. I enjoy things about Genesis, and I even found enjoyment in Dark Fate, but none of these movies ever came close to the quality of the first two. That is for sure. And as a big Terminator fan, I'm just waiting for the day that Terminator can reach that high note again, that like comes close to this. We're hearing James Cameron is working on another Terminator movie. We talked about that on the channel a couple I think a week or two back, where he's going to focus on the AI aspect, and it's classified. So we'll see if he even directs it or what he does with it. But another Terminator live action movie will happen. Until then, we got this show that's the Terminator anime called Terminator Zero. It is written by Matt Tolsman, who is also a co-writer on The Batman with Matt Reeves. And I really enjoyed this thing, guys. It's only 8 episodes long, and the whole thing plays almost like one giant movie. So as soon as you start watching it and going into the story, every time an episode ends, next episode picks off right where it left off. That episode ends, and it picks up right again. So, like, you could honestly just watch episode 1 to episode 8, and it's all just one giant movie. It doesn't really take breaks in between and all that. And I think the whole show takes place in the course of like a day and a half. So, the basic premise this time, and I am going to keep it spoiler-free because there are some spoilers that you could get into with this movie. So, the basic premise is this time it's set in Japan. We are no longer following John Connor, Sarah Connor, none of the Connors, and I think that is a good thing. Just like in the Star Wars franchise, although Luke Skywalker and the Skywalkers are very important to it, that world is so big, it encompasses so much. I think sometimes you need to get away from those star players to really catch the scope of what happens in this universe. And in the Terminator world, the Connors are holding back some of the storytelling by having every sequel focus on them when it's time to let other things happen. So we're following a guy named Malcolm Lee who creates an AI named Kokoro. And he believes, in the trailer, this is all stuff in the trailers, he knows Judgment Day is coming. The Terminators are coming. They explain in the show how he'll know. But he knows they're coming, and that he's really trying to build this other AI that he hopefully knows can beat Skynet. And honestly, the things they do in this show, it really dives in to some of the things they haven't focused on in the Terminator franchise. This show really dives into how time travel works in the universe, because that's something they kind of ignore. We thought time travel worked one way, or we had theories of it back when these movies came out. You know, the whole paradox that, like, how does John Connor exist if his father's from the future and he has to exist to be able to send his father back and then give birth and all this? It's a whole paradox. The show talks about that, and it explains these ongoing paradox that every movie after Terminator 2 is just like set in its own timeline. It sets its own world and all this. So there's this really cool thing where they play on the thing with every time someone time travels, we're creating a new timeline. So the future we're trying to protect, we actually don't know what's going to happen now. And the twists and turns they take with that, love it. Along with that also, it gets bloody again. It's a bloody freaking show. I was just showing you this clip here of this Terminator, and it's nice to see. I saw in an interview they mentioned, although Terminator 2 is great, they wanted to go back to the horrific vibes of Terminator had, like in Terminator 1. Because if you go back and watch the first Terminator movie, he feels like Michael Myers. The dude is just walking around killing people without remorse. Oh, dude, doing stuff like that. It is crazy stuff. So I liked how bloody and violent it was. The animation was great too. They also get into philosophical things, higher thinking, which I really enjoyed, along with like the random time travel stuff they do. They're also like, well, what's the point of saving the future? Are we worth saving? Or should we actually just let the AIs win and see what happens there? There was like a lot of stuff where they really dive deep that, again, the Terminator franchise hasn't really done. It's just always, got to go back and stop you. Okay, I've stopped you now. What happens? Like, I like that they do that. So I think Terminator Zero is really good. They definitely ended off to where there could be a season 2 and continue the story in interesting ways. I would love to see that happen. I think this is the right direction for the franchise. It's different. There's definitely some weird stuff. Like, if I want to get into some of my negatives, I did think it was weird, like how Kokoro, the new AI, is like 3 different entities, and it gave account. At times it felt almost like supernatural-ish and weird, and there are moments where it loses its tech-noir feel. Terminator was really good about this like tech-noir feeling, and there's other robots in here called Inyos, and they just like, they didn't feel very Terminator-esque to me. But it's all kind of takeaway overall when it came to the story and like just the look of the T800. I thought that was really great, so I was happy with it. And there are like minor Easter eggs and callbacks to the other movies, but nothing that traverses on the level of fan service or giant Easter eggs. Like, yeah, don't expect like Arnold Schwarzenegger to have a cameo in here or John Connor to pop up. Nothing like that. It's very much its own standalone story, but I like where it's going. I recommend it if you're a Terminator fan and want something kind of new. Keep a bit of an open mind. I think even if you're not an anime fan, you could get into this. And the twists and turns at the end, I think, are pretty juicy. So get into watching that. All right. All right. So that was kind of my thoughts on Terminator Zero. I am hearing you guys say check the Reddit. Does that mean my mullet photos are ready? Let's find out. If you weren't here at the beginning of the stream, somebody said, hey, Chris, you should have a man bun or something. And I was like, should I? So I turned my head and I let people take a photo of me. I didn't do this. This is my face on Nick Avocado's body. But let's see. Let's see if anybody has done it now. Has nobody done it? Oh, man, it's going to be so sad if nobody does. I just hyped it up. Let's see. Okay. How it feels being 2 minutes late to live stream. Okay, Giga 3C, nobody. Nobody. Okay, we have this one. That's all right. That's all right. I don't know if that was that great. Someone gave me freaking a xenomorph as a man bun. Okay, I'm gonna rate them. Okay, I'm gonna go this one 3 out of 10. There was some attempt there. If I did have a man bun, I would swing it the other way though. I would swing the man bun the other way. I don't think I'd let it look that way. Xenomorph come out from the back of my head. I look so sad. I look like, yeah, this is my life now. Burn it. I do not like this. Dude, that actually looks really good. Okay, I'm gonna give you 9 out of 10 for terms of photoshopping skills. I am not growing a man bun anytime soon. What is that? A samurai whack. Instead of samurai jack, I'm samurai whack. Okay. Okay, somebody. I am considering getting the Skibbity toilet costume. I'm not. I saw it at Spirit Halloween. That would be fun to do. Be Skibbity toilet Chris. I might do that. All right. It feels like that was the only person that did it. So right now, let's give it out to You Better Loan. They made me Man Bun Chris. Add him to the 3C universe. Oh, God. Okay. Let's continue on then with our other topics we were set to discuss. So now that we've done that, let's finally go into... let's talk about here the new Jurassic Park movie. So yesterday, it got found out, guys, the major details about the new Jurassic World movie. So let's pull them up. Well, I think I'll just pull them up on the Twitter. Okay. All right. All right, so yesterday they officially revealed the title for the new Jurassic World movie. It's going to be called Jurassic World Rebirth. Now, we talked about this on the last live stream. Literally, last week's live stream, I said this would be the title. Came true, so always come to your boy for the latest details before they are announced. And I don't love the title. I'm fine with the logo. I like the mixture of like blue and orange. I think that's a good combination. It could work out for the franchise. The logo is fine, but Rebirth, that just sounds like a generic title you add to like a straight to DVD movie. You know, something you go to Blockbuster and they come out with like well, I guess this makes sense. This is what, like the 8th Jurassic Park movie. It's time you started pulling out titles like Jurassic World Revelations, Jurassic World Rebirth, Jurassic World Resurgence. Like, it's just, it's a title. But whatever the case, it's Rebirth. That kind of gives us a hint to some stuff. Okay, so then we also got these photos. We got to look at Scarlett Johansson, who's going to be the main character. No Chris Pratt this time around, sadly, or Bryce Dallas Howard. And we also got Mahershala Ali in there looking like he's looking at a dinosaur right now and he's freaking out. All right, so there was some plot that they revealed for this movie. Let me pull it up so we can read it, and then we can theorize what the heck is going on in this film, because some of this plot is like we've seen this done thousands of times, and other parts of this plot could hint to the bigger future they're leading into. So, okay. So it says here, according to the official summary, the film, the film will be set 5 years following the events of Jurassic World Dominion, when the planet's ecology has proven largely inhospitable to dinosaurs. All right. First thing I want to complain about right there. Let's put it up, guys. You guys know, was not a big fan of Dominion. It was a big disappointment, mainly because they had spent a whole trilogy building up to a universe where dinosaurs now live in our backyard. You go outside to grab the paper, you could see a velociraptor in your neighborhood. You're flying on an airplane going to New York, you could see, well, that's what a velociraptor is, right? Sorry. A pterodactyl, there we go, sorry. You can see a pterodactyl go through. I don't know my dinosaurs, guys. Don't grill me, okay? But you could see a dinosaur flying by your plane, right? And that's what I really wanted from Dominion. I think the post-credit scene of Fallen Kingdom was literally a dinosaur staring down at Vegas. And we're like, oh my God, what could happen? They did none of that. They released a short film, Battle at Big Rock, I think is what it was called, where there was like campers going camping and dinosaurs show up, and it was kind of scary. And it's like, that's what it should have been. Instead, Dominion turned into a movie where they go to another island, they meet more dinosaurs, and it's like, why are you going to an island when the world is filled with them? And even when you do that stuff, why does it look like Fast and Furious meets dinosaurs? Like, this is just a cursed image in the Jurassic Park universe. Okay, but even with that said, you did all that buildup. You messed it up once. If you're still going to continue in this universe 5 years later, where you end the movie on kind of a happy note, Blue having kids and them going off and a happy life, Blue's going to raise her family, and now in the sequel, oh yeah, it turns out those dinosaurs, they can't survive. Not in these concrete civilizations. They're actually dying. You spent an entire trilogy building this just to then in the next movie go, yeah, it turns out they can't live here, so they're just dying. They're not doing this. We just wasted that plot point. That never got fulfilled. That'll be one of the biggest fumbles of the Jurassic Park universe, is just not doing anything interesting with dinosaurs being everywhere. Like even the second Jurassic Park movie, Lost World, actually did more interesting things with a dinosaur like going through a city, beating up a bus, going onto a ship, all that cool stuff. But okay, whatever. We're at a point now, 5 years later, dinosaurs are dying. They're being taken to facilities where they can live. And by the time we get to this new movie, it's not even a problem. You can go to your job without running into a dinosaur. Okay. Those remaining exist in isolated equatorial environments with climates resembling the one in which they once thrived. So basically, in the new movie, they're also building a zoo for the dinosaurs. So there's probably little Jurassic Parks all over the U.S. Sorry, my voice. Excuse me, guys. Steven Spielberg is over here messing with my voice from before. Don't you talk bad about my franchise. Sorry, Steven. All right. Anyways, that could be interesting. You know, maybe that's what they do in the next movie. You're driving by and it's like, go to the local Jurassic Park. It's like a Six Flags in your neighborhood. So that's where they mainly are. Then they goes, the 3 most colossal creatures within the tropical biosphere hold the key to a drug that'll make miraculous life-saving benefits to humankind. That ends up being the kind of main plot for this new Jurassic Park movie. So, we find out Scarlett Johansson's character is named Zora, and she's one of the lead team members trying to locate 3 of the biggest dinosaurs because something about their blood, DNA, or whatever's in them hold the key to an important medicine that could save us. I'm like, okay, that's a little different. It's much better than militarizing dinosaurs. Was not a fan of that plot where let's put a laser on you and the dinosaur knows to bite you. My cat can do that. I don't have a cat. So, all right, finding medicine, cool. Now, Jurassic Park fans are also debating, okay, what are the 3 dinosaurs going to be? What are these 3 big ones? The most common one I'm seeing is people want to bring back the Spinosaurus from Jurassic Park 3, which yeah, I do like Jurassic Park 3. It's kind of my personal favorite sequel. Obviously the first movie is the best movie, but my personal favorite sequel is Jurassic Park 3. I've just always liked that one as a kid, and I think the Spinosaurus is badass, and he is supposed to be one of the larger predators in the universe. It'd be a perfect time to see him come back. So he could be one of the dinosaurs, but it's supposed to also, you know, be an air creature, a water creature, and a land creature. So the three biggest dinosaurs on land, water, and air. That's what they're looking for. All right. Let's see here where it continues on. Okay. I think that's where. Okay. So to find these dinosaurs, they have to go out into the wild. You can't just go look for them down the street because dinosaurs aren't down the street anymore. So they're going to an island. Shocker. A Jurassic Park movie where they go to an island. Haven't seen that 8 times already. And it says here, eventually they encounter a civilian family whose boating expedition was capsized by marauding aquatic dinos, at which point they become stranded on an island where they come face to face with a sinister, shocking discovery that has been hidden from the world for decades. Okay, here is where things get interesting for this Jurassic World movie, okay? This hidden secret hidden away for decades. Now, I'm going to pull up some set photos. I don't think these are very spoilerish, but this is where my mind went first, but it looks like it won't go that far back. Let's see here. Jurassic World set photos. There were some set photos that came up where, I don't even know. Okay, here we go. Where it looks like they're going to be coming into some ancient ruins. I don't know, like Mayan temples or like ancient civilizations and whatnot. I don't know if this is what they mean. And that's what I thought first, that it was almost going to be like a Godzilla x Kong thing where they run into a civilization that maybe they used to like be friends with dinosaurs or work with them or something like that. But it just could be part of the island they're staying in. We'll see how this plays into the movie. No, the plot instead says that, that it's a secret hidden away from the world for decades. So it's kind of a recent evil thing happening on this island that humans didn't know about. And that's where I saw people really theorizing some interesting stuff. Going back to Jurassic Park 3, if that's where we want to pull from in this movie, there's always been this fascinating thing with, let me see if I can find the clip. There's always been this fascinating thing with the island they go on in Jurassic Park 3, because I don't know if you remember. Here we go. Perfect. There's a part in the movie in Jurassic Park 3 where they're on this island. Now, they're on the island. I forget the name of this one. I know each island has their name. But they're on this island, and it was a separate island where they were doing the research for the dinosaurs. It wasn't the Jurassic Park island, Isla Nublar. I think that one's the main island name. This was a separate island, and they were doing weird experiments here. And it was only hinted at in this movie. They're like looking for the kid, and they're finding little test tubes of weird dinosaurs and whatnot. So people are thinking maybe the company that's engineered these dinosaurs never stopped their research, never stopped their experimenting. They still have been working on dinosaurs, mutating them. For what purpose? We don't know what. And that's the dark secret that our scientists will come across in this movie, is mutated dinosaurs that we've never seen before. That's the other rumor we were hearing about with Isla Sonar. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Isla Sonar. My bad. Thank you, guys. Jurassic Park fans, I love you. But that's what people are theorizing. You know, some people are taking it as far as they're finally going to bring in that one thing that they did, the original plan for Jurassic Park 4 with hybrids. I don't know if they would do hybrids, guys. Like, this was the original plan for Jurassic Park 4. They were going to introduce hybrid animals where they're like half human, half dinosaurs. And it seemed like they were even going to go that way in Jurassic World when they created a clone, was in that movie. And they did nothing with that plot, too. Another disappointment of Dominion. But I don't know, dude. This is a plot where it's like, I kind of want to see it, but I know there's no way you can make this work in the Jurassic Park universe. This feels like it should be its own separate franchise, like a spin-off in the world, because it doesn't feel very Jurassic Parkish. It just feels like a different sci-fi kind of movie, is dinosaurs with bioengineering and whatnot. Instead, what I think is going to happen is it's just mutated dinosaurs. There's some people who theorize like it'll be them combining tiger DNA with like velociraptor. So you have like a tiger velociraptor hybrid, elephant T-Rex hybrid, a giraffe and I don't know, some other dinosaur hybrid. I think that's going to be this movie. And I think that could be fun because remember, they wanted this movie to be, that would have been a better title, dude. I like that title. Jurassic Playground. Much better title. Way better than Rebirth. But that, because remember, when they were looking for directors for this movie, they wanted the John Wick director, which was David Leitch. He was the first person they went to. And when we went to his filmography, we're like, Bullet Train, Fast and Furious, Deadpool, and he also did the first John Wick, I believe. It's like, those are very action-based movies. Is that really what we want? We want a horror director, do we not? Because you want to bring the horror into Jurassic Park. At least that's what I want. And I think that's what we're going to see happen. We're going to see a team of these researchers and people who have to fight these mutated, different-looking dinosaurs. And that's the dark secret, is that InGen has been making more hybrids. And that was my favorite part of the Jurassic World series. The Indominus Rex, coolest dinosaur they came out with in the series. I love the Indominus Rex. That's like my favorite part of the first movie, the Jurassic World movie. Just this ultimate hybrid dinosaur. It'd be so cool if they bring them back. Let's say the Indominus had babies and we didn't know about it. So I'll give it a shot for that, to see what this hidden secret is. I'm not gonna keep my hopes up too high, but you know what? This could be interesting. This could be something I wouldn't mind seeing happen, but that's the plot we got to go off right now. We'll see what happens. I'm going to be curious for you guys, your thoughts and theories on Jurassic World Rebirth. Okay. All right. With that, I guess we're going to end one of the topics with this Looney Tunes stuff. Then I'm going to go into your guys' questions and see if more of you man-bun me out. So, randomly, Warner Brothers is trying to right the wrongs of their past, which I think is like way overdue. And we got this report from Puck News that says WB Animation reportedly has a huge plan for Looney Tunes that will begin to roll out in 2028. You guys know around here, Looney Tunes, big fan. Grew up so much on Bugs Bunny, those shorts. I love Looney Tunes with all my life. Anytime we got a new Space Jam movie or a new live-action Looney Tunes hybrid movie coming, I was excited. That's why I was devastated when they, out of nowhere, for tax purposes, wrote off Coyote vs. Acme, a movie I still desperately want to see. Like, somebody find me a copy of that movie and get it to me ASAP. And we're like, damn, Warner Brothers, Looney Tunes for a long time were the mascots of your company. Like, everybody forget the WB Bugs Bunny logo. So many movies back in the day would open up with Bugs Bunny literally next to your logo. You have this is your Mickey Mouse, Warner Brothers. This is your guy that you should be putting in front of so much stuff, and yet you're trying to vault him away and make him disappear. Why? So them trying to roll out in 2028 with new Looney Tunes, I'm not going to say no, because I want Looney Tunes, but it feels so disingenuous. It feels like such an attempt to fix their wrong with Coyote vs. Acme when that movie should have just been released out there. I have no idea what they could come out with that I would be that interested. Like, I know there was talks about a Bugs Bunny live-action movie. I forget when that was announced, but it's probably canceled now. Bugs Bunny live-action. Let's see when that was announced. It wasn't that long ago. Bugs Bunny live-action movie. Come on. I know it was announced. Where are you? It was back in 2023. They announced like a Bugs Bunny, and this was even... this exact photo was found on an animator's website through his portfolio because he was working on the movie and then he quickly deleted it because it's like, oh, I can't let people know about it. But they were trying to make this movie and we hadn't heard anything. So I want it. I'll have more Looney Tunes, please. Maybe this means in 2028 I'll finally get Space Jam 3 with Shaquille O'Neal or something like that. Let's just make every basketball movie a different star. I'll watch it, but I just don't trust Warner Brothers. I don't think they're going to do it justice. If anything, I think they're purposely going to make it fail just so that they can then go, see, this isn't why we released Coyote vs. Acme, because this brand is dead. So we were right all along. You losers, Looney Tunes fans. L for Looney Tunes, L for loser. Hate Shazazz laugh. So, yeah, 2020 is so far away too. So Who knows, man? But yeah, it's just trying to please audiences and forgiveness. It's not working right now for me. I'm gonna see what they do, but I'm very disappointed. I wish they could just release Coyote vs. Acme. That's what I want most in this world. It's a cruel joke. I agree. It's a cruel joke. Oh lordy. All right, guys. So those were the topics. Now let's just get into some regular questions. I'm gonna go into the regular chat. In the regular chat, because I know not everybody could always send in super chats, and then I'll go into super chats for sure. But if in the regular chat you have something you want to discuss or talk about, let me know, man. I'll look it up right now. Oh, and we could see if I have any details or stuff I can look for about things you want to see. Love you too, Gavin. Thank you for the love, man. That means a lot to me. That means a lot to me. Misty sends in, hey. Hey. Nice to see you in there. Mortal Kombat 2 news. Oh, sorry, that passed by. Oh, Art the Clown stuff. I don't have much Art the Clown. I talked about it in Side Flick. If you haven't seen the latest Side Flick, I did talk about the trailer there. I'm just excited for that movie. I want to see it go down. Art is a crazy looking dude. Like, I'm scared about what photos I can show, but every image of this guy, I'm excited, man. I'm gonna be at Fantastic Fest, so I'll see Terrifier 3 early, and then I'll let you guys know how that turns out. But I'm excited. If you do want my full thoughts on like the trailer that just came out and the controversies with that movie, recent Side Flick, timestamp in the description there. All right, let's see what else we got, guys. Let's see. Minecraft news. I really want to give you guys Minecraft news. If you guys don't remember, I talked about how my I had a source that let me know the details about the upcoming Sonic movie, Sonic 3, and it turned out being true. And these sources also tell me that they know stuff about the Minecraft movie. But now it's tricky to talk about because they had a test screening, and this account right here, which is a very nice account, they just basically spoiled the whole movie from that test screening. So now if I talk about it, people are just going to think I pulled the details from here. So I don't know how much about the Minecraft movie I could talk about. All I do know is, let me see if I'll just talk about the spoiler-free stuff. Okay, all I do know is every character here is going to be live action. So Jason Momoa isn't voicing somebody in the movie. He's a real person in the movie, just like Jack Black Steve is. I think I was told Jason Momoa's character is supposed to be like a video game champion, but like an 80s video game champion, like a Donkey Kong style type game. And he owns a video game store and kids go in there. Jack Black is like a character that's discovered how to jump in and out of the Minecraft world, and he just decides to stay in Minecraft because everybody in the real world bullies him. I was like, okay. And yeah, and that kind of stuff. So it's definitely a situation where real life people jump into the Minecraft world. They stay real life looking. They don't look blocky, and they have an adventure in there. So we'll see how it goes. If I get the more concrete details that are spoiler free, I'll talk about them, just like I did with the Sonic movie. But that's kind of what I had now. Let's see what else you guys have to say. Any Scream 7 news? I don't have any Scream 7 news right now. Trust me, guys. I'm still a Scream fan. I love Scream to death. It'll remain one of my favorite horror franchises, and I'm not trying to be how do I say it? Forced activism, like some people say. I really just was devastated when I felt like they perfectly passed the torch to these girls, and now they're not in the series, and they're bringing back Neve Campbell, which I love. I love Sidney Prescott, but I just hate that I know it doesn't feel genuine. Like, they literally didn't want to pay her the last movie, and now they magically want to pay her, and they're getting back the writer of the series, but he's not a writer, he's a director. It just feels so like, how do I say it? So it's the same way like with Warner Brothers and the Looney Tunes. It's so disingenuous to the fans, and it feels like a slap in the face. So I have yet to hear a detail about the movie that gets me excited. Like, I'm still going to see it for Neve Campbell and for Kevin Williamson because I want to support them. But there has not been any details where I'm like, oh, a snowy setting? Okay, that could be cool. Oh, this cast member? That could be cool. So far, nothing new. We just keep hearing like BS updates like Ghostface is going to be the most intense he's ever been in this movie. Okay? He's going to have a scene with Gale Weathers. I bet he was. Oh, he's going to go after Sydney. I was expecting that. So if you tell me Stu and Matthew Lillard's coming, well, yeah, That's going to be jangling keys for me, and I'm going to show up right then and there. But right now, nothing, man. Nothing to get me that excited about it. I'm hopeful, though. I'm waiting for the day. I'm thinking around October, they got to reveal some details about the movie, and that'll be cool. Let's see here. Any early screening review for Beetlejuice? Not for, I don't see it till the 3rd, I believe, the 3rd of September, and then I'll be able to give you guys my thoughts. I did see some of the early reviews. It looks like some people love it, some people don't. It's kind of a mixed bag. It looks more like if you were already a fan of Beetlejuice, you're gonna like this one. If you're like someone who just doesn't get the hype of Beetlejuice, which was me for a while, it's not gonna be for you. So that's what I was seeing from those reviews, but nothing crazy. Yeah. So that looks like a favorite live action game. I'm stuck between Uncharted or I'm trying to think what other favorite. I did like, let's see here. I did like a lot of the Tomb Raider games back in the day too. I just like them adventure games, so I'm just gonna go with Uncharted. Oh no, Last of Us. Last of Us, dude. Last of Us was a really good. That was like a movie, and then I saw the show. And it felt like a movie, but it was a show. Okay. I guess that's it that we'll do right now. Okay, something funny I do want to talk about before I go into the super chatties, guys. And I have to be very careful with this so I don't get copyright claim. But I want to talk about this like weird thing going on with James Gunn's Superman, where I don't know why they're starting to be like these weird rumors with the movie. People are trying to predict what the song is going to be in the Superman movies, because James Gunn is obviously known for his soundtracks. Like the Guardian of the Galaxy movies were very well done, and all of them had really good soundtracks. Like I loved listening to the soundtrack of the first movie, the second movie, and even the third movie had a really good soundtrack. Like that ending song hit me in the feelings, right? And so ever since then, there have been these weird rumors where they try to predict what song James Gunn is going to use in the trailers, is going to use in the actual movie, and it is the funniest thing. So the first song that people were like memeing about for the longest time was Starman by David Bowie, which I think was the song used in the Buzz Lightyear movie, right? And again, I have to be careful. I can't play too long of it because if not, I'll get copy strike. But for those of you who don't know, it's this one. I'll just play like 5 seconds of it. Right here we go. Okay, so that song, I love that song. It's a great song, and you can kind of see where maybe that would like fit into the movie, because like but like the people predicting this, I think, are like the Snyder Bros, or the people that are like being shady towards James Gunn movies. Like, oh, he's gonna use a cliche song like "Is a starman waiting in the sky." Like, I'm not gonna lie. Yes, I will admit it is a little bit of perfection. Like, it does kind of fit, and it feels like it would go with a Superman movie, but at the same time, it's giving early 2000s comic book movie. I feel like James Gunn is a bit of a step above that, so I don't appreciate the shade. Well, today, there was a new rumor of a song that's going to be in the Superman movie. When I listened to the song, I busted out laughing because I was like, you guys are ridiculous. How do you believe this? So I'm trying to find the post where James Gunn had to debunk it just so I could show that first, because maybe you'll be a little bit like me. All right, hang on. Let me see. Okay, right here. So he responded with this. He said, there is also no truth to, and I cannot even say these words, Tubith Humping by Chumbawamba being played on the set of Superman. This is a real rumor on Reddit. Someone sent it to me. And I'm like, I don't know that band. I don't know that song. I've never heard of this. So I'm like, all right, let me just go look it up and see what that sounds like, to be like, why do people think that's gonna be a song in the movie, right? Guys, I do know the song. I just didn't know the name and the band. And when I heard it, I laughed my ass off, because I was like, how could there literally be someone thinking this song is gonna be in the movie? So again, I have to be careful. I can only play 5 seconds at a time, or else I get copy strike. But here we go. Here we go. Talk about cheesy early 2000s movie. This is a song you would see pop up in like an American Pie movie in the middle of a montage while they're like trying to get ready to get laid. Where does this song fit into a Superman movie? Okay, again. Dude, okay. Some of these Snyder bros and people who hate on the James Gunn movie, they're despicable and mean, but now they are also some of the funniest people in the fandom. Because how is that a real rumor that you actually make about the movie? You think James Gunn is sitting at his desk going, okay, what is the best way to capture my Superman movie? How can I really get the audience pumped up? Let me go through my playlist here. Dude, how can that movie? I don't see how that could even at all be thought about. So the fact that this is how far this meme or whatever the cyberbullying of the Superman movie has gone, where people actually think something like this will happen and James Gunn has to address it. No, guys. Chumbawamba is not going to be playing in the Superman movie, guys. Chill out. It's peak. So this is the fan-made soundtrack for Superman. We have There's a Star Man, and we have whoever started that rumor, dude, seriously, pat yourself on the back. Give me 2 tickets, please. This is the funniest rumor that James Gunn ever had to debunk. And again, this isn't me knocking these 2 songs. I think this song is enjoyable. I've heard it before. I also like David Bowie's Starman. But you gotta admit, there is someone throwing shade at James Gunn and his music taste, thinking it's gonna be this corny in the movie. Okay, so there we go. I just had to talk about that because I thought that was the funniest thing earlier today. All right, let's get into this. All right, super chat time. We got Eat More Chicken. Okay. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Is that the first super chat? Hang on, let me make sure. I don't want to miss anybody. It's because sometimes this thing be acting up. That is not the first super chat, bro. What the heck? Boy, what the hell, boy? Is it not saving all the super chats, guys? Okay. Give me a second, guys. I'm going to screenshot because I do not want these super chats to go unanswered. And we're going to get into them until we get to Eat More Chicken, which is, oh, dude, there's a lot of super chats this thing missed. Okay. Let me just, let me see if I can pop out. Sorry, guys. I know this isn't like riveting or exciting. Okay. I'm just going to pop this out into a separate window. And then we're going to look at it together, guys. Because I do not want to miss any of your guys' super chatty chats. Okay. I can go down. I'll get on this. Now. Evil. Just pure evil in that. Okay. Okay. What do you think they will do with Loki in what do you think they will do with Loki in Avengers? Okay, Loki in Avengers. Honestly, I don't know. I really like the ending they had for Loki in the movie. I mean, in the Jesus, what did I do? I am doing something terrible here, guys. Oh my gosh. Technical difficulties of the highest level. Give me a second. Well, okay. Loki in the in Avengers. I don't know where there's room for him now because he seems so tied to Kang and the TVA and with the multiverse and whatnot. He's got to have some sort of plan in it, but he might just be sitting in that chair. I think he's going to have some scene, but I don't think he's going to play as big of a part as we were hoping for. I recently, also says here, I recently rewatched your most anticipated list in 2024. I noticed you put Coyote vs. Acme. Yep, because that's what, because it got removed from 2023. And so I was like, oh, well, it'll come out in 2024. And I'm still hyped for that movie. And then it got taken away for tax purposes. So that pissed me off. So way to remind me, man. All right, we have here 3C. Sorry about that. 3C. How would you feel about if you went on a trip to London, and what would you do there? I do want to go to London eventually. I think it'd be a lot of fun. I know there's some mutuals out there that I would like to see, but I don't know. I'm also the type of person where I don't like to travel anywhere for more than like 3 days. No matter where I go, I could go to Disneyland, I could go to Universal, I could go to all these exciting places. Maybe if it's like Japan, I guess London would count as one of those places that I give it 5. I'm just someone that misses my bed after vacation. After 3 days, I'm like, I just want to go home. I want to go back to my bed. So I don't know. I'd probably meet up with some of my movie mutuals there. I know I have some people I know there. All right, let's see here. Bill Bugsby Understanding says, 3C, please tell us what is going on with Daffy Porky Looney Tunes the day theirs blew up. Is it still happening or delayed this year? I believe it is still happening. Let me just look off here to the side. Well, actually, this will be a dangerous because this browser isn't safe for online web purposes. Let me see. Maybe I could just pop it in here. I can't go now. I got all of this. This is a disaster, guys. 3C needs to be better at this. I'm sorry, guys. This is so unprofessional. The Day the Earth still. So yes, that movie's still happening. The reason it's happening and like Coyote vs. Acme didn't is because someone actually bought that movie. As opposed to like Coyote vs. Acme, where someone didn't want to buy that movie, and I'm thinking it was just because this movie was cheaper to buy as opposed to Coyote vs. Acme, where Warner Brothers was trying to sell it for like millions of dollars. The release date on it, though, it is this year, isn't it? And it is going to have a theatrical release. What? No, it says it was August 1st. That cannot be right. Oh my God! So did something happen to this movie? Did I miss something? My browser's saying August 1st. For this movie, that cannot be right. They've got to have changed that date. It released in Switzerland. Is there not a real date right now? 2025 or at the end of this year. Yeah, it looks like there isn't an official date. Oh my God. I'll have to really look into that because I remember they were going to release it. I don't see anything, my friend. That's crazy. I'm sorry. Thoughts on DreamWorks Troll franchise? Not a fan. I'm going to be so honest with you. Not a fan of the Troll franchise. I wish I could get into it. I wish I liked it. I just watch those movies and I go, not for me, my friend. Not for me. All right. It says here, I wrote about Steamboat teaser last stream, and since you want details, here you go. It was like a 1 minute long, showed his legs. He was sitting on a toilet, bone crunch, guy crawling, and his little shadow. Thank you, buddy. The trailer's now out. We watched it, and his little legs on the toilet were definitely the funniest part. But thank you. Thank you for that. Da Archive says, hey, Chris, Da Archive, the Wolvesy for all. You should review all the Fantastic Four movies before the one next year. Would especially love to hear your thoughts on the 2015 one. Yeah, I plan to. That's definitely going to be a thing on the channel. Let's just hope I'm on time this time and not a lazy Billy like I have been. Penguin in a few weeks. Was so excited. Plan to review. Of course, I'm going to review the Penguin. I'm going to be talking about the Penguin for sure. I'm excited for that. Just to jump back into the Matt Reeves universe. That's for sure. All right. 3C. Because of the recent merger, by the way, Paramount and Skydance Sonic fans are worrying that the Sonic franchise will end. Do you believe this, or do you think the Sonic franchise will continue? No. If there's a merger and Paramount and Skydance come together, you would see the companies still operate as usual. And if not, and if there is like some cutting of stuff, Sonic franchise has made a profit every movie. It's been a huge success. Every film, they would not then look at it and go, we need to stop making these movies. No, they would go green light 10 more sequels probably. So if anything, it's probably a good thing because that's one of their more successful franchises. David was also there in press and did a Mickey voice, so not sure if he'll talk in Steamboat, but the trailer Willie seems to be a little bigger than the mouse size. Also comes out January 2025. Yeah, I'm so curious about that movie after seeing Little Willie on that toilet. Hey, Chris, huge fan for the last 3 years. I hope you talk about Dragon Ball news with Daima and Sparking Zero coming out. Who's your favorite character? Thanks. Okay. I wasn't excited about Daima, but since it's, the creator's last project in Dragon Ball, I want to be respectful of it and give it a chance and check it out. So I'm going to go in with an open mind. I'm super excited for Sparking Zero. Probably will do at least one stream on the channel for that, because I grew up on all the Tenkaichi Budokai games, so definitely want to play that. And my favorite character has always been Gohan. Always been a Gohan boy. Through and through. Hey, 3C Films, I had quite a horrible month as Sonic fans have been bullying and laughing at me for being really excited for Mufasa the Lion King. Oh, man, Elliot, I'm sorry. You're not alone, dude. It's going to be so interesting to see who wins the December month for that, whether Mufasa or Sonic, because I want to put my money on Sonic, but Sonic has never made $1 billion. You know who has? The Lion King live action movie. So Mufasa could really dominate Sonic. But dude, I'm seeing a lot of people hype for that movie. We'll see though. But don't worry, man. It's okay to be excited for Mufasa. I'm kind of curious about that movie too. Okay, finally, looks like we got down to our correct super chat. Sorry guys, I don't know why it bugged out like that and didn't give me all the super chats there. So now we can go back to regular. All right. So we have here, eat more chicken. Oh, that's the slogan for Chick-fil-A. Yes, it is. Screamboat, one of the topics. Wow, just realized, shame on me for wasting your guys' time. No, it was funny. In fact, I think it was funny to see your description of it after we have seen the trailer, to see how accurate it was. And you were really accurate. So thank you for that. We need another Alien vs. Predator. I do agree, but I would want it to be its own thing. I'd rather it be its own franchise. I don't want it kind of connected to the lore of the Alien world or the Predator world, because then it just kind of messes things up, and things with the Wayland Corporation. I'd rather it kind of be its own thing. Just like its own franchise that doesn't have to bog down with the lore. We don't have to Marvel style it where Alien and Predator lead up to Alien vs. Predator like an Avenger movie. But I do want it because it is cool to see an Alien and a Predator fight. The Absolute Legend has started a stream. Yes, I have, user. Yes, I have. Thank you for being here. Happy to see you're not canceled after last week. Oh, man, that was horrible. How could you guys recommend me that stuff? I didn't know. You should be happy I didn't know what it was, okay? I would really be canceled if I was like, oh, I do know what that is, and I enjoy that quite often. But I didn't. I thought you were recommending me real animes. And after watching Terminator Zero, I am now in the mood for more animes. But family-friendly animes, please. 3C, your video brings me so much happenings. Oh, thank you, Pizza Nate. That means a lot. Amy or Metal Sonic in post-credit scene in Sonic 3. Also, who you want to see as a potential villain in a fourth Sonic movie if it happens. I think Amy is a for sure bet in the post-credit scene. If she doesn't show up in the movie, I still don't know if she will, even though I had that little source. I really don't know if Amy shows up in the movie at all. We'll see, guys. But they have already revealed so much from that first trailer. I really hope they don't reveal it that Amy is in these trailers. I'd rather find out in the movie. But I think she's for sure post-credit scene. And for a fourth movie, I saw someone make a really great prediction that like Silver will be kind of like the villain or a character in there, and he's like from the future coming into the past, doing all that kind of stuff, Terminator style. And I was like, oh, I like that. That kind of fits in to the Sonic world, so that would be kind of cool. So Silver in there would be cool, but if not, it's time to go to other alien planets and meet other alien billions, like Black Doom. Black Doom would be crazy. Saw your Romulus review. Just to clarify, the douche guy is really cousins with the pregnant girl. He is, oh. Sorry. So, okay, another thing to clarify. Sorry to prove you wrong, my friends. He is not the father. He is the father. Get Maury out here. So let me pull it out for you guys. Your boy 3C is never wrong, okay? I don't know how many. Oh, dude, I don't want this because this is the audio version. And then a lot of ads will just randomly play. Okay. Fede Alvarez already confirmed this. So let's go. If you guys don't know what he's talking about, let's see. Fede Alvarez. Why do I not know how to spell Alvarez? I should. That's like literally in my DNA, right? Cousins. Let's see if I can find out. Fede Alvarez, cousin. Yeah. Fetty, I'd say Reddit, I guess. I'm trying to find the original post because he didn't tweet it. Okay, here it goes. Here. So Fetty Alvarez just confirmed on Reddit that Kay's mystery baby daddy was her cousin Bjorn in the movie. Yeah, Fed Alvarez already confirmed it. I knew it was strongly implied. I mentioned this in my review of Alien Romulus, where I was like, yes, this guy was a dick, but I felt kind of bad for him when he died because he was the father of the baby and he was trying to protect her. And with his backstory about his mother and why he doesn't like androids, I was like, okay, he's a dick for a reason. I still don't know. But yeah, that was real. Fed Alvarez confirmed it. He is the baby daddy. But now, again, we don't know the full context, and even with him calling them cousins, I don't know if this is a sweet home Alabama situation, because her and her brother are obviously Hispanic, Mexican of some sort, or just Hispanic. And Bjorn, I don't know if you guys noticed, but the guy who goes, "Oh, there's something in the water. There's something in the water." I'm Mexican. 100%, no mixed or anything. I just look very white. That's just me. I have a lot of Mexican family, cousins, all that. Not one of my cousins is British. So I don't know if this is the thing where it's one of those things where it's just like a family friend, so you call him cousin, which is a thing us Mexicans do. So many of my family members I thought were blood relatives. Turns out they're just my mom's best friend, and I've been calling her aunt all my life. That's a real thing that happens in the Hispanic community. So who knows if they're even blood related? It could just be a thing, a small community. They grew up together, so they consider each other cousins instead of like brother and sister and things like that. But I don't know how much of a blood relative they can be when he's obviously British and they were Mexican, or Hispanic, I should say. So we'll see. But that also goes into that creature at the end. It was a Sweet Home Alabama baby, and it came out looking like a Sweet Home Alabama baby. So there you go. Although they were cousins, he actually was the father. Glad I could educate you, my friend. All right. Any news on the next Avenger movie? Nothing crazy. I mean, Robert Downey Jr. has been like making the rounds and like talking a little bit about his role as Doom. And he was just like, yeah, me and Kevin Feige talked about it and we want to do Doom right. When it's like, are you though? Because he's not Romanian, he's not Lavarian, is he gonna have his origin in there? Or like, what's gonna be the story? They're like, I'm rooting for it. I actually am curious to see what they do, and I'm not someone that's gonna hate on it as much. But when people brought up all the negatives involved with RDJ as Dr. Doom, I was like, yeah, I guess I could understand that. But I'm gonna let them cook. I'm gonna see what happens. But right now, no official details, and I don't think we're gonna find out anything until after like we watch Captain America: Brave New World or the next couple of movies, and we get an idea of where our character, probably after Thunderbolts, we'll get a real good idea of what that Avenger movie will look like. Big fan, man. Today is my golden birthday. Big 30. Hey, Izzy. Happy birthday, Izzy. My golden 30 will be coming next February. I am not looking forward to it. That is going to be such a sad day where I'm just going to be in my head going, I'm 30 now. I know I should be happy and celebrate life, and I've done pretty all right for myself. Thankfully, I have this channel, but dude, you just never think you're gonna be old, and then one day you're old. I'm 29, but I still think like a 19-year-old. I feel like I still think of myself as 19. Like I wear these little goofy shirts. I pay taxes and stuff, but I still don't feel like an adult when I do it. So yeah, I'm happy with you for your golden 30. Mine's is next February, my friend. The human orph creature, brother. Brother. Yeah. What would be your reaction if Stitch came up to you and said, "Miga nala kiwastara"? I'd punch him. I'd punch Stitch. And he'd fear me. Okay. Please go see City of Dreams. You'll like it. The ending holds no punches with names. Okay, City of Dreams. City of Dreams. Let me see if I look at it, because last time I looked up stuff that you guys recommended, little bad things happened to me. City of Dreams movie. I don't think I've ever heard of this movie. Oh, it looks really sad, though. It looks really sad. City of Dreams. City of Dreams. Okay, I will keep in mind. I've written it down. I'll look into it. I'll see what it's about when I got time. Thank you for that recommendation. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Christopher Nance just sends in a super sticker. Appreciate that. Thank you so much for that super sticker. If you had to be one of these monsters, what would you be? Ooh, I like questions like this. Okay, werewolf, vampire, zombie. All right, let's weigh out the benefits. Okay, so for one, I'm just gonna tell you I'm not gonna want to be a zombie. Who at all would want to pick zombie? Unless, no, there's no version of a zombie that's sexy. I was trying to think of that one movie with Nicholas Holt. What was that movie? He was a zombie, right? Nicholas Holt zombie movie. What was the name of that? Warm Bodies? It was Warm Bodies, right? This is the closest we have ever gotten to sexy zombie. We've done sexy everything else. We have the sexy zombie movie. But at the end of the day, you're dying. I can only imagine zombies smell terrible because you're rotting flesh. You have very little control of your motor skills. You're always saying, not very good for conversating, right? And your appetite for brains, if that's what you're into, you know? Zombies, not going to be it. All right. Werewolf and vampire. Advantages with both. Part of me wants to say vampire. Like, vampires have always just been sexy in movies. I mean, Robert Pattinson is the perfect example. Vampire, Robert Pattinson. Like, that's been the sexiest vampire on media, and he even shines in the light. So he's the cool kind of vampire where he doesn't die whenever light hits him. He just glistens a little, and that's kind of nice. I'd like to glisten. But the downside is you do live forever. That's like, it sounds cool. I get to see the entire MCU play out. I still worry I'm not going to see Secret Wars because something bad will happen to me before I ever get to see that movie. As a vampire, I'll not only get to see Secret Wars, I'll get to see the MCU rebooted 10, 20 times. I'll get to see, eventually, when they finally make a Nightmare on Elm Street movie, the 20th, 100th Friday the 13th film, the future and all that. But that's also kind of sad, you know? You get to see your family members die, everyone you know disappears, and how could I explain being an alive YouTuber for 100 years? I'm going to eventually have to switch careers. I'm going to have to find different ways to make money. And then there's that thing where I have a thirst for blood. I don't like even my own blood. When I cut myself, pennies? Ugh, no. I think I'm going werewolf. I'm going to be werewolf. And but there's that downside. You don't get to control when you become Mr. Wolf. When the wolf comes out, you don't know what you do. You could do the most horrific, nasty thing. I don't think you have much control over your wolf side. But at least I get to die. So I'm going wolf. I'm going wolf. I'd love to know your guys' opinion. Great question. I love questions like that. Hey, Chris, I'm a huge fan of your channel. I've been watching since Space Jam: A New Legacy. Ooh, keep up the great work. If you need another mod, I'm here. Oh, that's just so nice. That's just so kind of you. Let me see. Please return. I will look into it, Jordan. I have to look you up, Jordan. Let's see if I can find you. If I can mod you, Jordan. Oh, I think I found you, Jordan. Unless you're someone that's pretending to be Jordan. All right, Jordan. I have turned you into a moderator. I don't do that. I don't do that often, so don't be asking. Don't send super chat to ask. He just did it kindly, so I did it. All right. Moving on here. Hey, Chris, could you rank all the Matt Reeves movies you've seen? Oh, okay. I could maybe rank them. I'll do it really quickly. Matt Reeves movies. He has a good catalog of movies. Okay. I've never seen Let Me In. I know that one's a remake of another movie. I don't know about Further Shock or Pal Bear. Okay, but I have seen, obviously, his 2 Planet of the Apes movies, The Batman and Cloverfield. So I'm just going to do those 4 because they're the ones I've seen. Bottom of the list, I'm going to go Cloverfield, although I really like that movie. I think it is really well done. That's one of those rare movies where it was like the Blair Witch for that generation, because you had Blair Witch, where that one was, obviously iconic. Everyone thought it was real. And then you had Paranormal Activity, which was another movie that was like iconic, found footage. People thought it was real for a second. And Cloverfield was another one where, I don't know if people thought it was real, but it had really good marketing, nice buzz, and it had people so intrigued with the world. So that was kind of like the found footage movie for that era. So it was really well done. Then I'm going to go War for the Planet of the Apes. Another great movie. I think it does cap off the Planet of the Apes new trilogy really well, sets them up good. I was kind of disappointed though there wasn't an actual war. It was very short-lived, but the actual story and the closing of Caesar saga, like that. Now here's where we get tough. It's either between Dawn or the Batman for number 1, and this is hard, man. The Batman is my favorite Batman movie. Like, I'm not even The Dark Knight is great. I like Michael Keaton's the Batman movie a lot. But the Batman is my favorite Batman movie. It's every time I watch it, I think it's so good. I think it's so well done. But Dawn of the Planet of the Apes was so good too. That's like neck and neck. I'm gonna go Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, then the Batman. But any other day, I could switch that. Any other day, I could switch that. All right, have you seen? No, I haven't seen Jurassic World Chaos. I still want to check it out. I hear actually great things about it. So if you guys don't know, this is the Jurassic World Netflix show where they came out, where it was the first called Camp Cretaceous, I think. And it was like a little kid show, kind of, you know, it was like a kid show you could watch with your kid, where it's like a summer camp of kids who got lost on the island during the movie Jurassic World with Chris Pratt, and they're just forgotten on the island, and the whole show is about them trying to just survive since they got forgotten there. But then they came out with a sequel series called Jurassic World Chaos Theory, where it's them after they have made it off the island. They're older, but now somebody is hunting them down one by one. And it's more mature. It's not as much of a kid's show. There's death. There's actual bad things that happen to them. And I hear so many people say this actually is really good for a Jurassic Park show. So I still have to watch it, but I have not checked it out yet. I have not checked it out. All right, let's see. Have you seen The Fairly Odd Parents: A New Wish? It's better than the original. I haven't, and I don't know if I will. I was a Fairly Odd Parents fan, but I stopped watching like way before, like I think right when Boo got introduced or whatever the baby's name is. And then I was shocked to find out they added a dog and a little girl to the show, where I was like, what the heck? There's a dog and a and all this stuff. And now there's this new show, which is like the reboot called New Wish. And again, it's just like I said, I'm almost 30. It'd be nice to see this if I had my own kid and I'd be like, hey, I like Fairly Odd Parents. Let me show you this. But to be at my grown butt age and sit down and watch this, it just not for me. Not to judge you if you do that. Hey, we all got our things. I'll still watch Looney Tune cartoons from time to time. But this would be one of those shows where I'd feel kind of like, what am I doing? I need to be watching other things. I don't need to be watching this. So, I hear people like it though, and that there's Easter eggs to the older Fairly Odd Parents show. I will say my favorite Fairly Odd Parents thing was that one movie they came out with, the surf, TV movie. What was it called? Channel Chasers. There we go. Fairly Odd Parents. That was a good movie, dude. I remember being hyped for that movie as a kid. Channel Chasers. That was a great movie. That was a great movie. But yeah, so no, I haven't. But if you enjoy it, that's awesome. That is awesome. Do you think they still have bat signal popcorn buckets when I see Transformers 1 920? I don't think they will, my friend. Oh yeah, 920. No, I think right now you'd be hard pressed to find an AMC that maybe still has a bucket. A lot of them have been just being sold out. I would say maybe try looking now, because if you wait till the 20th, it's not going to be there. But if you did want the Transformers 1 stuff before it sells out, luckily Cinemark's got you covered. They already put their stuff on pre-order. Let me see. Not pre-order. In fact, I bought it through their online just because I don't want to deal with the hassle of going to the store and finding out maybe they don't have it. Let me see if I can find the post. Here's the popcorn bucket merch for Transformers 1. They're going to have 2 heads, which is a Bumblebee and Optimus Prime, and then they have this drink head that also like holds snacks, which is kind of cool looking. And you can buy it right now on there. This isn't sponsored, but I love Cinemark. They've always been nice to me, and yeah, there you go. So yeah, I don't know if AMC has their popcorn bucket online though yet. Hola, Chris. How you doing? Can you grow a beard? I can, but it would not look good. It would not look good. And also, no offense to my lovely, beautiful 3C fans that have a beard, But let's just say, anytime I get a comment that says, it's woke, oh, this has an agenda, or, oh, it's got to be something, something, the meanest comments, the profile picture is always a dude in a hat with a long beard. I don't know what the correlation is, but anytime I see that, I'm just like, you're giving people with beards a bad name, Bubba. It's time to shave that thing. It's time to shave that thing. And you could go online right now, search up any channel that talks about that stuff, click on them. Oh, a dude with a shaggy beard. Okay. So, you know what? I don't even want to grow a beard. Maybe a like a creepo mustache. Like, that's better. Well, it's not even a creepo. It's like came back in style thanks to freaking what was it? Miles Teller and in Top Gun Maverick. Miles Teller, Top Gun Mask. He brought it back. For a while, this was like the creepo mustache. This was the mustache that's the guy telling you want candy? Let's get in the van. Now it's the, hey lady, let me be your daddy. And I can't even grow it that nice. So no, my facial hair does not grow out nice. It grows out okay, this is exactly how my facial hair grows out, which it'll give you a perfect example. Pedro. He looks good now, but it was in Nacho Libre? I guess that's not the best example. I guess it was different in my mind. But it kind of just grows like that. And it just doesn't look right on me. My skin is too pale white to then have like a black mustache. It just sticks out too much. It's not gonna happen. Maybe one day if I actually get my if I actually make my face look like I did in my one thumbnail, then I'll do it. But if my face actually looked like this, then I would actually grow out a little bit of stubble. But unfortunately I don't. Or do I? I guess we'll never know. All right, there's been some TMI with 3C. Sup, Chris Acado Avocado. Love your content. I also work at a movie theater, so I'll get to see Beetlejuice a few days before release, like I did with Deadpool. Here's hoping. It's great. Oh, here's hoping, man. I'm excited for it. I can't wait to see it. That's always a cool thing. You know, for someone that's always loved movies, I've never worked at a movie theater. I always applied and I never got accepted to work at a movie theater. I wish when I hit 16, Blockbusters were still around, because that was kind of my dream job as a kid, is to be working at Blockbuster. Like, not as permanently like my life goal, but as a kid, I always wanted that to be like my job. Like, like some kids want to grow up to be the mailman or the pizza guy who delivers pizzas. As a kid, I thought it was the coolest job to work at Blockbuster, and they shut down before I could get to that age where I could apply for jobs, man. That was so sad. So sad. Was curious on your thoughts on Batman Cape Crusader if you haven't seen it. I did get around to seeing it. I enjoyed it. It definitely gave me vibes of the Batman animated series, which I grew up watching, which makes sense because Bruce Timm, who created that show, was also attached. I was just surprised at the minimal amount of Batman they had. It was like they really focused in on the side characters, a lot of like the cops, which I didn't mind. It gave Batman this more ominous, mysterious feeling, but I kind of would have liked a little more Batman. I did like that every episode dealt with a different villain. They were putting a new spin on stuff. Specifically, like when they got to the Clayface episode, I thought it was a cool way. And I'm like, if that's how Matt Reeves want to do Clayface, I'm in for it. I like their new interpretation of Harley Quinn, although I do think the original version is better. But I liked it, and I'm down to see a season 2. I thought it was good. All right. 3C is the GOAT, no cap. Have a great weekend, man. Omar. Appreciate you. Bah, no cap. Period. Fax that to your neighbor. Superman Chris Reed story trailer dropped. I did see that. I do want to watch it. Which is so crazy that there was people mad about that. I can't believe this. Again, the people upset that James Gunn is running the DCU were mad that he's helped distribute this documentary, and they were really trying to make the argument that he's trying to trick people into thinking it's a Superman movie, when I'm like, it clearly says Super/Man, the Christopher Reeve story. I want to see it. Like, this was such a tragic story, man. You were Superman. You were one of the coolest heroes, and And what happened? You got paralyzed. Like I wanna see that. So I think I am gonna buy the Phantom event tickets and see it in the movie theater because that's definitely a documentary I want to watch. So yeah. All right. Let's see what else we got. Who would you cast as Amy and Rouge when they're introduced to the Sonic movie universe? I've always watched you for years and love your content. Thank you so much for that, guys. I love you, and thank you for dealing with me when I talk about annoying stuff. I know some of you don't like it when I go off onto my rants, and I appreciate you for sticking with me. You guys are awesome. I know I'm not always right, and I always have the weirdest opinions, but I hope I could at least entertain you and make your day a little bit better. I love you guys. So back to this, though. Amy and Rouge, I don't know. Okay, you know who I'm gonna say for Rouge, and you guys are gonna hate me. I'm gonna say Sydney Sweeney. I'm going, which I'm kind of scared to look up Sydney Sweeney, man. She's had a illustrious career. Okay, good. Sydney Sweeney as Rouge. Rouge needs to have kind of a seductive voice, in my opinion. Like that's just her personality. She's kind of like Black Cat or freaking Catwoman, where she just talks in a very seductive way. I feel like Sydney Sweeney could maybe pull that off. I feel like she could do it. I don't know if I'm seeing people in the chat agree. Oh hell no. Looks like I didn't cook here. Looks like I didn't. I was like, oh hell no. Some people said, sheesh, always doing that. You're the best. Yes. Okay, guys. We know Sydney's amazing. All right. That's not what we're talking about. A lot of people go, no. Some people say, hell yes. I don't know. Okay. I'm just saying. She's obviously the hot thing acting wise. She's got there. Lending her voice to a character like that, dude. It could take the Sonic movies to the next level. Okay. Now, as far as Amy goes, she's more innocent. And this isn't my pick. But she needs to be somebody that I think gives off the energy of New Girl from that show. I don't know how many of you guys have seen New Girl. What's her name? What's the actress's? I know I could literally just look it up. What's her name? Jessie. What's her name? Jessica Day. Someone that needs to kind of give off this energy. And I guess maybe she could be. No, she kind of has like a raspy voice. No offense, Jessica Day. I do like you. But she needs to kind of give. Oh, that's a good one. I guess I kind of like that. Anna Kendrick, but it also needs to be someone a little bit more relevant that will get people hyped up. Because when Idris Elba was announced, that was kind of hyped. Keanu Reeves, that was kind of hyped. How many people would be that hyped for Anna Kendrick? I love Anna Kendrick. I think she's great when she shows up and stuff. But I don't know. She's even wearing pink here, like that. Okay, let me see your other suggestions. Sabrina Carpenter, dude. Okay, Jesus. I've recently become a Sabrina Carpenter fan. I was trying to tell my girlfriend the other day, and she's like, who's Sabrina Carpenter? And I'm in the mall just singing, how does it go? I'm trying to think of the lyrics to the song, and I can't do it. So I'm just not going to do it. She does have a sweet, elegant voice, though. I don't know if she'd like well, she was a Disney Channel kid, was she not? So that'd be interesting. Okay. All right, now. Do you want to see the Sonic fandom explode? If this ends up happening, I'm not an Awkwafina hater. I actually still quite enjoy her. But the amount of hate Awkwafina gets when she's cast as a CGI animated character, I do not want to be on the internet the day it gets announced Awkwafina is voicing Amy or Rouge. Because it is just going to make the internet explode, okay? Again, I'm not an Awkwafina hater, but if you want to see a fandom crumble, this is how you do it, man. You're going to see so many people mad. In fact, right now, you see it right there. So, I don't know, but that's some options. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. All right. Is Blumhouse just hit or miss at this point? I think so. Like, if we... One day, that should be like the video I do for like a Spook Your Mama month, where I just go through every Blumhouse movie and rank them. But, like, yeah, they definitely have their giant wins. Like, when they hit good, they hit good. But they produce so much, it's kind of sometimes misses. Let me see. Is this all their films? So they just had Afraid, but let me see if they have, like, a category. Five Nights at Freddy's, Imaginary. See, like, Imaginary was a miss this year, in my opinion. Night Swim was a miss. Here's their full catalog of movies. Creep, those movies are great. Creep is great. Fantasy Island is one of their worst. Like, they just, yeah. I like the Halloween trilogy, but I know, I get it. Get Out is like a big winner for them. That Firestarter movie, with you know, the Zac Efron was just not it. I was so disappointed in that movie. Insidious movies are good. I like Megan. Megan's a breakout star. They're doing good with there. What's another like horrible? Oculus is great. If you have not seen Oculus, I highly recommend Oculus to you. Come on, pull up a photo just so people can see what that is. And there it is. It's a pretty good movie. Yeah, they're just hit and miss, but they're still always profitable, even if they make a bad movie, because they make it on such cheapity cheap. They always end up turning a profit. But yeah, I honestly think though, if you do put it all together, it's gonna lean more on the miss than the hit side. But when they hit, they got some kind of iconic movies there. All right, what's the saddest actor death for me? Dude, that's literally what I would have said. To be different, well, to go along with it, Robin Williams for sure. Like, that's just a guy those movies just bring me comfort. There's something about Robin Williams' performance in movies, his voice, his cadence, his humor. It's just such a comforting character. Maybe because he's like someone I watched so much as a kid growing up. So going back to watch his older movies just bring nostalgia, comfort to me. But yeah, Robin Williams was like a sad one for me. I was like, oh man, and even worse because it was suicide, so he did it to himself. Chadwick Boseman, I would say is the most recent one that definitely hit. Stan Lee for sure. I would say Chadwick more than Stan Lee, because at least with Stan Lee, he got to live a full life, and he did so many great things with his life, and helped create so many characters and all his cameos, and he just seemed like a nice, fun, lively dude. Chadwick is just sad because, like, man, the guy didn't get to live his full life, and he was still such a talented star outside of Black Panther. He was going to do so much other stuff. That definitely hurt. When Paul Walker died, that was definitely sad. I admit I wasn't like the giantest Paul Walker fan, but when he died, I was like, oh, dude, that guy's nice. Like, why would that happen? Like, Paul Walker's one of those celebrities where you never hear anything bad about. You always heard he was such a good guy, helpful, and how ironic that he died in a car accident, speeding and things like that. Like, man, that sucked. Carl Weathers for sure. Harold Ramis. Those are some good ones. But yeah, I guess I would go with Chadwick. That'd be the one. Adam West was a little sad too, but at least he got to live a pretty decent long life too. So yeah, that's some good ones. All right, who would you cast as Red Hood for the DCU? I ask this as Jason Todd is my favorite comic book character. I'd love... You know who literally just came to mind? And I know maybe some people won't like it. I think he would kind of be good as Jason Todd. Jacob Elordi. Mainly because he played evil dude kind of good in Euphoria. If you've seen Euphoria and how, like, effed up this guy gets sometimes... he could pull off that dark side, and I mean, he's got the physique and look for like someone who was trained by Batman. So I don't know. I think he would be a cool Red Hood, and he's got the acting chops to make it something pretty serious. Because I would love a Red Hood movie, live action, that recreates the scene from the animated Red Hood movie where he's like, "You said I never thought that." You know, like, oh, that scene is so great. I can't even re-say the words, but yeah, I love that scene. Rate me. Been doing it for 7 years. Love your videos. Felix, that guy 02. Well, you got a nice fade, Felix, so there's some points. Your eyebrows look done. I like that. You seem to be sporting an earring. You're working the Riz face. I'm going to give you an 8 out of 10, Felix. I'm going to give you an 8 out of 10. Have you seen the new Astrobot trailer? Oh, the PlayStation game? Astrobot. I don't know if I've seen so many people hype this up, and it's kind of like, it looks like the Super Mario Odyssey for PlayStation players, basically. I'm curious if I want to pick this up, because I do like platforming games like this. Like, I'm a big Crash Bandicoot fan, and I like the Super Mario games like Galaxy, Odyssey, and all that. So, yeah, I just like, I guess I'm not fully into this character of Astro yet, but I think I'm going to give it a chance because I do like platforming level games like this. So, I'm seeing a lot of people hype it up, so I'm like, I'm going to check it out. I'm still trying to find time to play, was it Wukong? I want to play that Wukong game. It looks cool, and I didn't know that was the character inspiration for Goku and Dragon Ball, so I'm like, oh, I definitely got to check that out now. Seen Kevin seeing Kevin said not all characters show up in the next Avenger film. Should they put the new people on pause and do their stories after Secret Wars like Young Avengers and scenes we're getting Miles? I think they should put some of the newer people in that new movie, but I don't think it's going to happen now that RDJ is literally showing up in that one, right? Like, if anything, the first Avenger movie is the good spot to bring in Shang-Chi, Moon Knight, Miss Marvel, Miss Marvel, Monica Rambeau, all these other people they've brought in from Disney Plus. That one Skrull lady that has all the Skrull powers that we'll probably never see again. Like, that's where I thought would be good. But if you have RDJ in there, you got to bring in the big players. You got to bring in Sam Wilson. You got to bring in Bruce Banner, Hulk, Peter Parker, all them. So we'll see. I'm going to be curious what character doesn't make it in either one. Like, is Moon Knight even showing up in either one of these? What are they doing there, Gonna watch the Abe Lincoln doc. Google it. There's an Abe Lincoln doc. Abe Lincoln doc. Where's this from? Abraham Lincoln documentary. It says one that came out in 2022. Is that the one you meant? Is there a new Abraham Lincoln doc? What is this? Abraham Lincoln doc, lover of men, partner with LGBT group human rights campaign. I'm just curious about this. Lover of Men examines Lincoln's intimate and romantic relationship with men through his life. They found a way to make Lincoln woke. They went back in history and I never knew that. Is that really a thing? That's so interesting. Human Rights Campaign is proud to exclusively... if there's actual historical evidence, that's kind of fascinating. If they're just making it up and twisting things around, well, that's obviously not right. But if there's actual evidence to show that Lincoln was into men, yeah, let's do it. I did not know this. That's interesting. Well, there you go, guys. I wonder how Lincoln feels right now. 4 and I love men. Let's go. All right. That's something they didn't teach me in history class. Dude, see, it's something I wish I would have known in history. Could be like, class, all right, Abraham Lincoln, what have you learned? He liked men's butts. That would have set the class on fire. I would have been the class clown back then. So many things I learned that I wish I could go back to my history class and all that kind of stuff. Like whenever I found out the more weird, like the Anne Frank stuff, where Anne Frank was calling her mom the B word in her diary. I'm like, how come we're not reading that chapter, ma'am? It's the stuff they don't teach you. It's the stuff they don't teach you. Your videos bring me so much happiness, 3C. Well, I appreciate you, Pizza Nate. That means a lot. That means a lot. Let's see. Where does Ratatouille rank in your Pixar list? I would say on the higher end. I quite like Ratatouille. I think that's a good one. I wonder if that's going to be a Pixar movie that they somehow one day pull a sequel out of their butts, which I wouldn't mind. It could be kind of cool to see a Ratatouille sequel. I don't know, maybe he has kids and they have a different passion and Remy wants to show them cooking, but the rat maybe wants to make movies. So then he's on top of Steven Spielberg's head directing him. I just made Ratatouille too. Ratatouille. Have you heard of the band Ice Nine Kills? Yeah, aren't they doing the soundtrack for the new Tron movie? Check out Hip to Be Scared. They have music videos and music based. I've seen their horror movie music videos. Those are pretty cool. Love the channel. Appreciate it. Yeah, I need to listen to them more. Haven't done it much, but yeah. Let's see here. Let's go to the next one. Me and my wife love watching your live streams and your videos. Can I get a shout out to my wife, Bree? Well, shout out, Bree, Young Killer, which is what your husband goes on YouTube. He shouts you out and he loves you. I appreciate you guys watching. That means a lot. That means a lot. Thank you. Hey, Chris, any thoughts on the Ryan World movie? I did not go to check it out. I'm very happy and jealous at the same time that Ryan's toy reviews got a movie. If you guys don't know, this is like the kid who is the richest on YouTube for the longest, and I feel so bad for the kid. because people are now starting to meme that he needs to like let it go. They're like pulling stuff from his most recent videos where he's like basically growing up. Like, you know, that age where kids go from like being a couple inches, then one summer they just jumped like 10 inches taller. That's kind of what's happening to Ryan right now. And he's not really looking like a kid anymore. He's looking like a teenager and he's growing up. So people are making fun of him and being like, he doesn't want to do this anymore, this and that. But either way, he got a movie that came out in theaters. I'm wondering what the box office of that movie was. In fact, let me look that up. I mean, that's an accomplishment. I can't make fun of Ryan here. I don't have a movie in theaters. I'm nowhere close to making a movie. Oh, that did not do good. It grossed 6,000. I just don't think the views are there anymore. The problem with Ryan's toy review, I think, is the fans who are also growing up, so they're not watching toy reviews, right? What do his views look like now? Ryan toy reviews. He still does decently. Those are pretty good numbers. I would kill for those numbers. 182, 199, 221. Those are pretty good. And I think there's like some good editing and VFX thrown in. So what was his heyday though? What was his heyday? What? I've never seen a 1 billion view video on YouTube. I know they probably exist, but I've never seen a 2 billion view video. Dude, this guy was king, and this was 8 years ago. Whoa, dude. 2 billion, 1 billion, 466 million. Dude, Ryan was killing it, dude. Dude, that's a king right there. This guy could retire right now, I bet. That's insanity. Good for him. Good. I said it. I struggled to hit 1 million views. I can't imagine having a 2 billion view video. That's that's insane. What was the population of the world 8 years ago? What was the population of the world 8 years ago? We had 7 billion people on this planet, and out of those 7 billion people, 2 billion people watched Ryan's toy reviews. Okay, let's do that math. What percentage is 2 out of 7? Almost 30% of the planet have seen this video. I know that's not really how it works, and these are repeat viewings, and it's maybe just iPad kids clicking on the video and clicking off 10 seconds after. But I like to think 30% of the planet 8 years ago stopped everything they were doing to watch Huge Eggs Surprise Toy Challenge with inflatable water slide. This is insanity. This is insanity. So there you go, guys. Now we know. People are saying that the Baby Shark song, Baby Shark, has 14 billion views. I need to switch to kids channel, guys. All right. Tomorrow we're doing toy reviews on the channel. I'm switching to 3C toy reviews. Movies aren't cutting it anymore, guys. Hey, Chris, hope you're doing well. Wanted to know if you've seen Blink Twice, directed by Zoe Kravitz. It was pretty good, and the twist at the end was great. I've heard mixed things about it. I heard some people really like it, and the twist was interesting. I'll be honest with you, that was one of the movies where the trailers did nothing for me, and I did not want to see it. But because so many people like you have told me, hey, check it out, go see it, I'm going to make time to see it. I don't know if it'll be reviewed on the channel or not, but I think I do. And my lady, I think, definitely wanted to. She's a big Channing Tatum fan, so I think we're all going to make time for that. And now I'm actually curious to see it. For the trailers, it didn't look interesting to me. It looked like it was trying to be a Get Out kind of ripoff, no offense, but I've seen enough people say it was good that I'm like, all right, looks like I need to give it a chance. Any popcorn bucket news? Also, you're the goat. The only well, let's check the Reddit. I've sent you guys to this, and hopefully you guys can go to it. Here, sorry about that. Let's see, the popcorn bucket. This is the page you should go to. Oh my god, I completely forgot. Today they came out with the Regal Beetlejuice popcorn buckets. I need to go do that. But this is the Beetlejuice popcorn bucket. I need to go get those. Dude, they're probably all sold out. Dang it. How could I have let this slide? But yeah, I don't think I've seen anything newer. Oh, dude, look at that. Someone made that look so awesome. I gotta make mines look that awesome. Some people's came out very yellow. My tint isn't really yellow. It's like bluish or bluish green. But it is pretty cool. Oh yeah, and this is the popcorn buckets of Cinemark. Someone's collection. So yeah, if you and be nice, I'll send you this here to be actual popcorn bucket collectors. If you join that page, grow that community out. But there you guys go. All right, let's see here. Let's see. Will dinosaurs look like Jurassic Park 3 dinosaurs, and would they have Stegoceratops and Spinoraptor hybrid? Oh, Spinoraptor hybrids would be cool, made from the games. Let me see what that looks like. Shoot. Well, first I want to look up what is Stegosaurus. What I think it is was that that yellow one from from Barney. Yeah, okay, that's that yellow one from Barney. That's pretty cool looking. Oh, is this a different one? It looks like it has wings. Are these more accurately what they look like now? Pretty cool. I wouldn't mind seeing some of those. And then you had Spinoraptor hybrid. Oh, they look kind of cool. So like a smaller version of the. Ooh, that'd be scary. Raptors are always scary, man. Raptors are always scary. It'd be cool. I think they're definitely going to do some hybrid type animals and more mutated stuff. And that's what I kind of like, just like the Indominus Rex. I'd love a Torque movie and another Underworld. I don't know what Torque is. What's a Torque? Have I heard of this? Torque movie? What's that? Oh, I don't think I've seen this, my friend. I'm sorry. It's like Fast and Furious, but with motorcycles. Interesting. Ice Cube's in it. I didn't know Ice Cube was in a motorcycle Fast and Furious movie. That's kind of interesting. I'd never heard of this movie. I've never seen it. I gotta make time for it. I didn't know Ice Cube was in it. The thing about me is I'm gonna ride. Okay, so there's that. And then what was the other one? Underworld. I don't remember. I remember watching the Underworld movies and people loving them, but I never got into them. I need to rewatch them. How many of those are there? Underworld. Oh, dude, there was a lot of them. Underworld Evolution, Underworld Rise, Endless War, Awakening, Blood Wars. Dude, they just kept making them. Okay. That's an interesting series. Hey, did you see the Wallace and Gromit tease? Yeah, I did see it. I think it was on whatchamacallit, on Discussing Films, because they're like really big Wallace and Gromit fans. Wallace. I'll just type in Wallace, that'll probably pop up. Wallace and Gromit. Yeah. I'm excited. I like Wallace and Gromit. I think they're fun, charming little movies. There's a little gnome there. That's kind of fun. Yeah, I saw it earlier and I was like, yeah, I want to check that out. I think that'll be good. What if Jack was evil and older and the fam had to fight him? Ooh, that would be kind of sad. I don't want to see Jack turn into a douche. I do want to see older Jack just to see his powers more, formulated and equipped. But I hope Incredibles 3 is good because, like I said, I was kind of let down with the second movie. So I hope it's good. Are you excited for Percy Jackson season 2? Yeah, we're gonna be checking it out. I thought season 1 was pretty decent. It was enjoyable. I think the second season they'll find their footing and get to do a lot more fun stuff. So yeah, definitely. Do you ever wish Disney didn't own Marvel? You're amazing. Oh, thank you so much. No. I don't think Disney has ruined Marvel the way they've ruined Star Wars. I know maybe that's kind of an exaggeration to say, but as an outsider looking into the fandom, things are not good there, man. And I feel like Star Wars, even though I wasn't a fan, Star Wars was huge. Like, people love that franchise, and it was one of the biggest things in the world. And I knew that even though I wasn't a big fan of the franchise. But now, ever since Disney tried all these different things, movie after movie, show after show, it feels like that fandom is getting smaller and smaller, less interesting, less. And I'm like, is it still popping? And I feel like They haven't done that with Marvel. They like have made a lot of nobody characters popular, which first was outside of Disney because it was with Paramount, right? And Kevin Feige. But after Avengers and then pumping stuff in, they continue to make a lot of characters that were once D-list, C-list characters, now A-listers. So, no, I don't think I would want Disney to lose out on Marvel. I think they're still doing good, but, you know, they've had a couple of bumps in the road and maybe they can fix it. Kermit the Frog here. Are you interested in a live-action Dragon Ball Z movie? And what is your reaction to Dragon Ball Evolution? I do desperately want another Dragon Ball Z movie. It's so funny because I think the rights to make one is with Disney since they bought Fox, and Fox are the ones who are allowed to make live-action Dragon Ball movies. So it's up to Disney if they want to do it, which they have the money, pump it in. You would be surprised how much money you'd make, Disney. Just do it. And I hate Evolution. Evolution is such a disappointment. One day I got to do a full-on video going into that. But yeah, I do not like Evolution. I was so disappointed with that movie as a kid. There's a rumor you're going to be in the new Jason series. I wish I had that kind of pull and that kind of whatchamacallit, connections in there. But no, I'd love to if they reach out to me, but no. When is the Spirit Halloween video coming out? You know, part of me wanted to do it at the start of September, but I think I need a little bit more time. So probably in the early section of September. I think first half of it, probably middle September, whatnot. A week or two in, for sure. I got an idea of what I want to do with the set. It's kind of a big idea, though, so we'll see how it goes down. All right. Hey, love your channel. Maybe some FNAF 2 news. Also, the only thing that we got is right now, like, FNAF related. Nothing about the movies, but, like, FNAF is at, like, PAX West. And there's been, like, just a lot of cool, like, things. There's this puppet that I wish I knew more of inside the Steelwool PAX West booth. We have Dawko there with it, which I think that's a scary looking puppet to see there. And they had, like, a whole set built out, which I think is cool. Like, I think this is for Universal Hollywood, so you can take a photo with all the characters. That's kind of nice. They got Freddy Fazbear in there just dancing about and doing things. They got the puppet. The puppet. So I don't know. They got cool things, but as far as movie stuff, not really anything huge. It'd be nice if we did, but no, that's not right now. Did you hear about the Chucky show announced? Yeah, I saw that, and I was like, I wonder if maybe I should then go now for this. So if you don't know, Halloween Horror Nights, they announced that Chucky will be having a spot there called Late Night with Chucky, where it'll be, here we go, Chucky, your host, and he's ready to roast. Be in the audience for his killer new live talk show where Chucky will answer your questions in real time. Dude, the videos on TikTok and whatnot that are going to come out from that are going to be hysterical. I don't think they'll get Brad Dourif. That would be awesome. They're probably just going to get a voice actor that can probably mimic Chucky's voice very well. But that's a cool little gimmick that makes me kind of want to go there to see if Chucky can roast me. And like, who invited Nick Avocado? Or whatever he decides to say. But that's cool. I like that. That's kind of interesting that they're doing that. And saying they're bringing it back. So they used to do that. I didn't know if they did that before. This is the first time I heard about it. So is the Wolverine review is canceled. Also, did you watch 1992 with Ray Liotta's final film? It's a good film. And do you remember Epic Animated Film? No, I wouldn't say the Wolverine reviews are canceled. Still going to find time to do all that. Maybe just postpone for now. And no, I have not seen the Ray Liotta's last film. I think the last thing I saw him in before he passed was Blackbird, which is the Apple Plus TV series, which was really good, and he did a great job in that. And I do not remember the Epic animated movie, unfortunately. I do not. What do you think, Chris? Are we going to get another Planet of the Apes? I love Kingdom, but it made $39.7 million on a $160 million budget. Good numbers. Not the best numbers, but I think it's good enough. Did it not do better than that? I feel like it did better than that. Let me see. What was it called again? Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes? Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. box office. No way it just did that much. I feel like it did a little bit more. Oh, 397. You were right. Ooh, I think it's enough for Disney to push forward, but I think they have to be a little bit more conservative with the budget, which I guess will be hard to do now that they're going to try to make a sequel, and you always got to go bigger with the sequel. But I think it is a good start. I think people were pessimistic about like, well, is this even going to be good because Disney's now in charge of it? But I think it turned out really well. I think they will make a sequel. I really hope so. Will you post a review of Epic Mickey, and what is your opinion on these Mickey Mouse horror movies? Epic Mickey, I don't know if I'll do a review on that, sorry. But these Mickey Mouse horror movies I think are just hysterical and dumb. I'll watch them just for the views and to entertain you guys, but yeah, I just think it's kind of ridiculous. Okay, Chris, loved your review, the Alien movies, but what's your ranking of those 6 movies along with Alien Romulus? Oh man, is that what we should do? Is that what I do now? All right, let's just get it out of the way. Let's get it out of the way. Let's go to lists. Start your own list. All right, let's call this one Alien Ranking. All right, baby. And let's add the film. So let's just go in order. Alien. All right, and then we're gonna go Aliens. We're gonna add that. And then we're gonna go Alien 3. Oh, there we go. Then we go Alien Resurrection. Resurrection. What was after that? Alien. No, it's Prometheus. And then we got Covenant. Alien Covenant. I should have wrote Alien in front of it. My bad. Alien Covenant. And then we got Alien Romulus. Okay. We got these all here. They're all here. Let's do a ranked list. And let's get these puppies going. Okay, so let's start with the bottom of the list here, okay? So let me just remove you here, my friend. So that way I can do this. All right, so here we go. Here's the list I got. Let's rank these Alien movies and see where we go off. Okay, bottom of my list, I'm going Alien 3. Look, I'm glad there's people out there who like this movie and really enjoy it. I know that like the people who really enjoy it argue that it's like a different kind of movie. It really goes into the psychology. It's a good ending for Ripley's character, and it really goes into, you know, it's a metaphor for like knowing you're gonna die. So like someone with cancer and just coming to terms with death. And I'm like, okay, yeah, but it was just such a depressing movie. I like the prison setting, but I don't like that the prisoners there were like these monks. I would have liked to seen a futuristic prison and have more of a danger, which there was danger. It was like real grapey vibes with the prisoners, but I meant more like a violent one. I just didn't also like the monster. Although they tried something different with the puppeteering and CGI, it did not work. There was like a scene where like you just see the thing humping the ground, and I was like, what's going on there? So not for me. I still really respect David Fincher, and it sucks that he didn't get his vision fully realized. So Alien 3, bottom for me. Okay. Then from there, it gets really weird because I'm going to put Alien Resurrection, but I ended up loving Alien Resurrection. So from here on out, I love every Alien movie. From here up, I love them all. Love them all for different reasons. But even I could admit, compared to the rest of these, maybe not as great. I think Alien Resurrection is overhated. There is some people that have Alien Resurrection at the bottom of the list, and I'm like, guys, what movie did you see? Because I do not think we saw the same. This definitely goes more into the silly, campy route where there's kind of some absurd things that happens. Like Brad Dourif is literally trying to kiss a xenomorph through a glass going, I'm like, oh, what the heck? But I like the Ripley clone, Ripley 8. I like the horror imagery with the other failed clones. I like that she has superpowers kind of in this movie. There's the great underwater scene. There's a nice little twist with one of the androids in here with Winona Ryder. I like what they were attempting to do here. I thought this was actually really good. I can't believe people hate it, especially the ending. They made me feel bad for that weird alien at the end. I like the hybrid. So I don't know. I think Resurrection is overhated, but that's, you know, some people. So, all right, from there, all right, this is toughie. This is a toughie, guys, because I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Oh, man. I know I should have prepared a little bit for this, Part of me, I think, is going to leave Alien Romulus there. I like Alien Romulus. I thought it was fantastic. I am not bothered at all by the callbacks, the references, the Easter eggs, the line the android says in this movie where he's like, "Get away from her, you bitch." Like, that didn't bother me. My theater clapped twice when I went to go see the movie, twice. So, I loved also how it was an amalgamation of all the Alien movies. The fact that Fede Alvarez actually was able to pull from Prometheus and Covenant and make it a story plot point in here. The biggest drawback to this movie is just that awful bringing to life Rook, the synthetic, and using Ian Holmes' likeness. Like, I just kind of wish they didn't do that and they went with a different way, but I'm not going to let it completely ruin my enjoyment of this movie like some other people. The only other reason it is this much lower is because it's a mix of other things we've already seen in the universe, but it's in one story. I still think they had a cool scene, though, with like the zero gravity acid in the air and the face hugger scene. There's still some newer, different stuff in there. Okay. All right. Now, I'm going to go with Prometheus for number 4. I actually don't hate Prometheus. There's a lot of people that hate that they ruined the mystery, that they gave us answers to the space jockey. But Prometheus, to me, shouldn't even be an Alien movie. It's exactly why it's not called Alien, because it's so trying to be its own separate thing and get more philosophical and bigger thinking with the Alien franchise. So that, to me, is what it should have been, and I understand why people came out hating it. The real reason I dislike some things in Prometheus is like the dumb characters who are like trying to touch little alien worms and all this stuff, but it was also the introduction of David, and I think Michael Fassbender's David is one of the coolest characters introduced in all the Alien movies. All right, this might be a little controversial. I'm going to go Aliens 3. Aliens, of course, is one of the better sequels, one of the best sequels of all time. James Cameron definitely did a great job with this movie and brought the action up, taking away some of the horror, but he expanded the Alien universe, did something more with the Xenomorphs, had a great cast of characters, really liked Newt and all the other people they introduced in here. So, yeah, really good stuff. Covenant, though, I think was the best of both worlds. Covenant is number 2 because I think it was just the best of everything the Alien franchise has. You have your philosophical, bigger ideas, but you also have really grotesque, bloody scenes. Like the kills in here are pretty rated R and graphic. Ridley Scott was really good at that. Again, Michael Fassbender as David becomes the best part of this movie. The only real shame about this is the alien is such a minor, small part about the movie. Again, Alien Covenant and Prometheus should not be Alien movies. They should be their own separate thing. And then we got Alien number 1. So this is my list. I don't know if everybody's going to agree, but because I know they're big haters of Alien Covenant and Prometheus. I see a lot of people that, but this is kind of my list. Some people are like, I like Covenant, but whoa. I don't hate Covenant, but that's surprising. Dude, Covenant is just so amazing. Like, I don't know how many of you guys if you haven't rewatched it recently, watch Prometheus and go to Alien Covenant again. There's so many great things in there where they, like, even just the freaking, the scene where he's teaching him how to play the flute and he's like, I'll do the fingering. But it's just great philosophical stuff. I know it has its weird things, like James Franco is a dead person in here and they show you sad videos of a James Franco. And also the main character in Covenant is probably like the most bland we've had. She's trying to be a Ripley wannabe and it's just not working. But everything else outside that movie, I do really like. I don't know. Yeah, I do hate that David killed Shaw. Yeah, so this is kind of my thoughts. It's my opinion. I know people aren't going to agree. Alien is a lot like the Terminator franchise, where everybody mainly agrees the first 2 movies are the best, and then every movie after that, everybody has a different opinion on it. Nobody can agree on what's good and what's bad after that. And so this is my kind of thought process on it. All right. Let's see here. All right. We did that. Let's see here. All right. What's up, Chris? Great stream. Oh, I appreciate you. That means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Did you see the new Peter Pan trailer? Yeah, we talked about it at the beginning of this stream. I'll put timestamps, or you can check out the Clips channel, or I'll clip it there. 3C lore on scariest moments. Oh man, scariest moments of my life. I don't think I had really scary moments. Like, I don't know. Like, the one time I never been in a fight at school, but I know there was like a bully I had in school, and I was like standing up to him. And as I was standing up, my legs started shaking and my hands started because I was just like, any second now, this guy's gonna punch me. But he didn't. He didn't. So that was one time there. 3C trying to be a man, but no, it didn't work out. I bet if I watched that moment back of me standing up to the bully, it's gonna sound so cringe. So it didn't go good. Other scariest moments? I don't know. I've had like I've had burglars come into the house, but I wasn't home. It's just scary to think someone came into my house. Not when I was an adult, as a kid. They stole my PlayStation and my laptop, man. My PlayStation. But other than that, I don't have much. I don't have much. Okay. Let's see here what else. Have you watched indie animated shows on YouTube? Not much. I don't really do, but if they're there, I'm sure they're fine. You could recommend me some, and I'll maybe check them out. Did you see Deadpool deleted scene with Gambit? I did see that. I don't know if it'll go anywhere. It was just kind of funny to have it be released online. If people don't know, Ryan Reynolds released this like deleted scene of Gambit where it implies him at the end of the movie gets to go back to his own timeline, which is funny because as far as we know, he doesn't have a timeline, but there's a Doctor Strange portal opening up so he can go to it. Look, it's the funniest thing. Channing Tatum was hilarious as this version of Gambit. His Cajun accent was so inaudible, but that was the joke. And he had a comic accurate costume that maybe didn't fit him the best or complement his shape that well. And again, I'm saying Channing Tatum's buff. I'm not calling him fat, but I'm just saying it didn't shape him as well as they wanted. And he was comedic purposes. But when I want actual Gambit introduced in the MCU or in the X-Men movies, I want Gambit to be taken seriously and not as a joke. So I don't really know if I want him to have a solo movie or to be the MCU Gambit. I know people are going to hate me and be like, no, Chris, he needs to. He was so great. I'm happy for him. But I think this is just going to be the one time. And that's fine. He got to have his moment, and that's awesome. He's awesome. So, yeah. All right. We have here David Reasoner just sends in some support. Thank you so much, David. Have you seen My Hero Season 7 or any of the other animes? I don't know if 7 is the most recent season. No, I have not. I think I'm still like a season behind. But I need to get to it. I need to get to it, my friend. And the most recent anime? Terminator 0. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Poppy Chris, any Spooky Mama month set sneak peeks? Bring back the big clown. I don't think I'm going to have any killer clown stuff this year. I think I'm going to give the killer clown stuff a break, and I'm going to wait to like something else. I'm going to do. Okay, I'll say I will say I'm going with a graveyard theme. That's kind of like the thing I'm doing, and you'll see what I mean when I show you when I do the video. It's going to be kind of crazy to do, but that's kind of my theme right now. A graveyard theme. We'll see how that goes. Game stream when? I need to figure out. Yeah, I definitely need to figure out when I can be gaming with you guys. Because I want to do a Fortnite stream, but my Fortnite skills are terrible. Celebrity crushes. Sydney Sweeney. Haley Steinfeld. Lola Bunny. I think those are the main ones. Any word on Transformers 1 popcorn bucket that transformed? No, we don't know where that one is. So I know Cinemark just revealed theirs and I showed you guys, but the transforming one, no. I think that's going to be an AMC, and the way AMC does things, they kind of wait till like the week of or like a week or two before. So yeah. Hey, Chris, you got any thoughts on how they will deal with Kang stuff? Because I was looking forward to him. I think they're just going to deal with him by saying that Loki, finished it off by sitting in the chair. He eliminated all the Kangs in the timeline. And since there's no Kangs to fight, they don't need to bring it up. So the end of Loki Season 2 kind of gives away how Kangs are no longer a threat to the universe. And I think that's as far as they'll go with it. But if not, they could have the scene with like Doom showing up and just destroying Kang and asserting dominance. But we'll see. West Coast Avengers in the MCU, hoping for Tigra. Tigra would be kind of cool. West Coast Avengers, I hear that's what they're maybe trying to do with Vision Quest. But I don't know if I buy into that. I don't know if I buy into that. We'll see. Wake Me Up Before You Go by Wham for Superman, dude. Another song that I'm like, what are you trying to do here? There's no way you try to make that work. All right, huge fan. Watched 4 years. Can we be friends? We're all friends here. If you watch here, and especially if you send a super chat, we're automatically friends, my friend. 3C lore on nastiest, grossest movie scene like Human Centipede, Sonic 3, or Mufasa. Love your videos. I'm going Sonic 3. Sorry, Mufasa fans. But grossest is probably the movie Teeth. If you've heard of this movie, you know what I'm talking about. I can't believe my daddy let me see that movie as a kid. But this is a movie about a woman who has teeth in her no-no. And, well, you can imagine what happens. And that movie scarred me as a kid. I don't remember what kind of chips I was eating during that movie, but because I associate eating those chips with watching this movie, I stopped eating those chips, and I cannot remember what they were. Because anytime I ate those chips, it just like Pavlovian dog reminded me of the movie, so I stopped touching those chips because I was eating them while watching this movie. So Teeth, nastiest experience, because what the flippin' heck. But I hear it's an empowering movie, you know, so that's good for people who want that empowerment. Was it Quest Chips? I am a Quest Chips fan, my friend, but it was not Quest Chips. Actor you'll watch every movie for: Jake Gyllenhaal, Leonardo DiCaprio. Those are my main ones. Leo and Jake Gyllenhaal. Anytime. Oh, Andrew Garfield, another one. Any movie with those guys, automatically popping it in. Hey, Chris, I attended the Beetlejuice premiere in London yesterday. It was absolutely insane, and wish you was there. Also, I got a selfie with Jenna. Oh, it should have been me. It should have been me. Oh, I bet she was so nice too. That's awesome, man. I'm happy for you, Joe. Good job. Mom, they're back. I'ma touch you. Okay. Off topic, but I can see Jim Carrey playing Beetlejuice. Oh, dude, Jim Carrey would have done an awesome Beetlejuice. I think Michael Keaton's Beetlejuice is great, but you know Jim Carrey would have done an awesome job. He would have been way more eccentric and crazy. I'm still happy with the Beetlejuice we got, but Jim Carrey could definitely have done that too. 3C lore, please. I'm just giving you 3 ounces of 3C lore. I don't know what else. You have to tell me a specific topic, because my life is so grand, vast, and epic. I don't know what to choose, my friend. I don't know what to choose. I don't know. Okay, I will say this. This is a real story. As a kid, I was a big fan of Tarzan. You guys know the Tarzan movie, this animated movie right here. I love it. Awesome soundtrack. Phil Collins knocked it out of the park in there. Great movie, great movie. Okay. At the end of the movie, there's a character death in this movie. Tarzan, what's the guy? I don't forget the name of the hunter, but the hunter in this movie, this guy. At the end of the movie, there's kind of a shocking death where he's trying to get out of these vines, and he's like not listening to Tarzan. And anyways, he ends up like hanging himself, right? And this is where you learn as a kid. Well, thinking back, I realize now as a kid, you think now, oh, my child isn't that stupid where they'll do things in movies and copy them. Well, unfortunately, I must have been 5 years old, because this was back when I was living. No, so that means, dang, this is an early freaking memory then. I must have been 3 years old, because that's the last time I was living in Mexico, and the memory I have is from Mexico. I had one of these, let me see, basketball kid hoop. I had one of these kid basketball hoops in my room. You guys have seen these little things. I had one of them. And I guess I was so interested as a kid because I didn't understand the concept of death or something bad happening yet. I was only 3. And so I was curious why that was the end of the character and why we never saw him again in the movie or what happened to him. So as a kid, I was like, well, let me just see what happens if you do that. So I literally put my head in the basketball hoop and I start turning. Yeah, I start turning in that thing. And of course, as I'm doing that, the rope is tying my neck. And I'm just turning and turning and turning until it's a little too late and I'm stuck. And I don't know what's happening. I'm losing oxygen. I can't breathe. And I just vividly remember my mom walking past my room doing the whole kind of thing, where you just walk, you go that where she did a double take and came running and was like, "¿Qué estás haciendo?" And and is like untangling me this and that, and then I got a spanking. I almost died, and that's just a Hispanic mom for you. Even though you almost kill yourself, you're still getting a spanking, okay? And it's just whooping my butt. And she's like, "You don't do that. Why are you doing that?" And I was like, "Tarzan did it. It was in Tarzan. Tarzan." And that's a real story. That actually happened to me as a kid, and I vividly remember that. I don't know. There's not a lot of memories from my youth, but that's a story. That's a thing I remember. I almost killed myself because I was trying to replicate the death of the freaking hunter in Tarzan because I didn't understand why that was a bad thing. So there you guys go. Some 3C lore. I did find something to pull out. Yeah. Now we know why my IQ is a little lower. I lost a bit of oxygen there those days. All right. 3C, what would you say on Itchy and Scratchy horror movie from London? I don't think I've seen an Itchy and Scratchy horror. Is that a thing? Itchy and Scratchy horror movie? Okay, that's the guy from The Simpsons. I'm unfortunately, I know I'm gonna ruin some people's days here. I'm not a big Simpsons guy. I don't know what it is. I've tried watching Simpsons. I've tried enjoying it. I can't get into it. I don't find it that funny or that interesting, unfortunately. I know they're supposed to represent, like, I guess Tom and Jerry, right? They're like the Simpsons version of Tom and Jerry. Yeah, I don't know. Love from London though. I appreciate you. A Tom and Jerry horror movie would be cool though. Okay. What are your thoughts on the movie La La Land? I freaking love La La Land. I cried at the end of that movie because it was so sad. It's one of my favorite Damien Chazelle movies. I'm waiting for the day he does something like that again because I love La La Land so good. And I played that soundtrack for long. City of Stars. I forget the lyrics, but Ryan Gosling's a Chad. City of Stars. Good stuff. Good stuff. I love La La Land. Sorry for the late comment, but my fan cast for Amy is Karen Fugera, who plays Kamiko. Oh, from The Boys. Oh, that'd be nice. I would love to say I know her voice, but she's mainly silent in The Boys. Not much dialogue from her, so I don't know quite what she sounds like. If you was joking, that's a good joke, and it's going over my head. Hey Chris, a big fan from Fort Worth, Texas. Do you watch movie clips? If so, have you seen the Beetlejuice ones? Do you think it will be good? When it comes to newer movies, I try not to watch the movie clips. When I go to watch movie clips, it's for an older, like a movie that's come out already, and I just want to rewatch a scene or something. I saw today, like, they released the first 10 minutes of M. Night Shyamalan's Trap. I'm like, I might just watch the first 10 minutes again. But I watch movie clips, but it's usually like for cool things like the opening of Guardians of the Galaxy 2, stuff like that, or the blue sky or little things like that. Just cool scenes. Yeah, sometimes I click those on. You can go through a rabbit hole of watching clips. Any updates about live action Pokemon or God of War? Supposedly Netflix is still working on live action Pokemon stuff. They got a show coming out and a movie. I wish it was going to theaters, but it's Netflix, so it'll be on there. God of War, last I heard, that's going to an HBO, right? That's an HBO show, but not much of an update that we've gotten so far. Sadly. Thoughts on BioShock movie thus far? I don't think the reduced budget has me too worried. Just do the world of Rapture justice. Oh man, they have a reduced budget? I didn't hear about that. My bad. BioShock, let me just see. I'm not much of a BioShock guy either. I don't know about it. But that's going to be one of those things I'm going to want to see because I know a lot of people like it. Let me see about this budget thing because I didn't hear about that. The BioShock budget. The Bioshock movie is still happening, but with a reduced budget. Dang it. That sucks. I didn't know that they were doing that. I'm sorry, guys. I hope it still looks good. I mean, a lot of movies a lot of shows now do a lot. And if it's a movie, I don't see why they wouldn't. I hope it's good, man. But I hope it's not like that low budget. Almost like the new Hellboy movie where it looks a little, ooh. Hopefully it's still good, guys. Do you think any Spider-Verse characters will show up in Secret Wars? And if so, who do you think it will be? If there's anyone, it's got to be Miles. Like, he's the main character. He'd be the best one. I know they were saying Spider-Man 2099, but I don't know. I think it got to be Miles. It'd have to be a form of Miles. Have you seen the YouTube found footage series, Kepler E? It's one people thought was real. No, I haven't seen that. Let me just type that in. Kepler E. Oh, dang. That looks creepy. Some sinister things going on in these things. No, I haven't. Is this one of those like analog horror things? It looks scary. I'll look into it though, but no, sadly I didn't. 3C Lore. Favorite date with your girl. Oh my goodness, my favorite date. You know what? I'm going to be honest with you guys, and this is going to be such a sad thing. L's in the chat for Chris. Your boy needs to be more romantic. Your boy needs to do better job of taking his lady on dates, guys, because our dates mainly consist of going to the movies, unfortunately. And I'm not going to lie to you, like 2-3 years ago, it got to the point where we were like talking about our New Year's resolutions, right? And I was like, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? And then I did something fun, fun as in I didn't think it was going to go badly, but it went badly, where I was like, hey, what about we give each other some New Year's resolutions, where I was like, how about you tell me something you'd want me to change, and I'll tell you something you'd want to change, which thinking back is just a ridiculous start in a relationship to like start for a fight. I shouldn't have said that. Like, you know what? I think you should go to the gym, or I think you should eat healthier, which is not things we said to each other, by the way, but I'm like, that's definitely something that could happen. Instead, I forget what I said, but she told me I'd like okay. She said, I don't want you to count us going to the movies as dates, and I'd rather you take me to real dates. And then I was confused. I was like, what do you mean? That's a date? Did we go to dine in theaters, or we go this and that? But she's like, yeah, but it's your job. It's like, we have to go to those. It's not really a date. And I was like, oh, I guess you're right. So your boy is terrible at that. I need to be better. If I'm thinking of the best one, is we did a cooking class. I thought was really awesome. We made some risotto. I thought was really fun. Let me see if I can pull it up. And I had fun with that. I thought that was kind of cool. We got to like cook. I can find. We had to like cook and whatnot and make it all that. Have some wine there. Feel like real actual chefs. I thought that was nice. Another time, we went to this like really fancy pizza place. I like a pizza place, but I'm not gonna lie. Your boy just needs to do better. Your boy needs to do better, and I realize that. So there you go, man. First step is admitting you have the mistake. We like to go to Dave & Buster's though and play games, and we've gone to Dave & Buster's all our relationship, and we're always saving the points. And one day we're gonna have enough points to buy like the 100,000 point Nintendo Switch or something. That's our ultimate goal right now. But yeah, I'm seeing you guys throwing in some suggestions. I'm gonna write them down. Good stuff. Thank you guys. Thank you. All right, let's see here. Did you hear about being able to watch Deadpool and Wolverine? I can watch it. P.S. Me and my friend love watching you. Well, I love that you guys watch me. Thank you so much. Did you hear about being able to watch Deadpool and Wolverine? I can watch it. P.S. I'm confused what you mean by that. Did you hear about being able to watch Deadpool and Wolverine? I can watch it. Well, if you're telling me you're able to watch it, Griffin, I'm happy, and I hope you enjoy the movie, and have a good time, my friend. Have a good time. David Zaslav is the next villain in Shrek 5. That would be pretty funny to have David Zaslav as the villain in Shrek 5. As a Star Wars nerd, I can confirm Disney ruined it. Okay, well, I'm glad you admit it. I hope it gets better for you guys. I even though I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan, I'm hoping that Mandalorian and Grogu movie is good. I'm hoping they get the shows a little bit more together and that the movies become feeling big again, because I remember going to see Force Awakens and the energy was crazy. People were so excited and kind of just fizzled from there. Hey, 3C Films, I'm a big fan from Australia, and I recently got a girl's number, and I'm brainstorming what to do with her. Any suggestions? Well, I just told you a perfect reason of why I suck at this kind of stuff. I definitely need to be better, but I mean, definitely just cliche as it is, man, just gotta be your genuine self. Don't try too hard. Definitely don't be too clingy. That was my problem way back in the day. Your boy was too clingy. I said it. I was a clingy mofo. But you know, be nice. Take her out to the movies. That's the best place. The movies. Yeah, just don't do too much. Just do good. You do good, my friend. I think you'll do great. Just hit her with one of these during a date. You'll be surprised, man. You'll be surprised. Worked for The Rock. Made a whole career out of it. What's your most anticipated film next year? Ooh, probably Superman. I know it's not going to be the best one, but it's going to be Superman. Fantastic Four as well, the Jurassic World movie. So many other great things in there, but Superman is kind of the thing I most want to see right now. Marvel Zombies update and X-Men 97 update. Well, there's definitely still making season 2. That's going to be coming out. It's in the pipeline. Marvel Zombies is coming, but they are hiding it. Just like with the Spider-Man show. They're like showing it only to people behind closed doors, but they have not released much official stuff yet, just like with Marvel Zombies. Hey, Chris, great stream. What's a character you wish you could bring into another franchise? I loved when people suggested they should do when they should do Predator versus Planet of the Apes. I love that idea. That is such a cool, that's what I would want to do. I would want to put the Predator in a Planet of the Apes movie and have one of the Predators go up against an ape in the tribe and see how he goes up against it. It's, if we live in a universe, if the Predator, Xenomorph, all of those live in the same universe, there's got to be other alien beings, right? We have engineers, we have other things. Let's have a Predator movie where they go to an alien planet. It doesn't have to be the exact Planet of the Apes planet. It could be just another planet where apes just happen to have ruled, you know? So that would definitely be the thing for me. A Predator in a Planet of the Apes movie. I think that'd be so cool. So cool to see. I think Amy Poehler is decent and realistic choice to voice Amy in Sonic. Yeah, you know what? You're not wrong. I think Amy Poehler does have it. She's the one who voices Joy in Inside Out, and that's kind of, I think, what you want with Amy. You want a joyful voice. You want someone that exudes happiness. And yeah, that's a realistic choice. That's a realistic choice. Do you think we will ever get Unfriended 3? Isn't there an Unfriended 3? Why did I feel like there is an Unfriended 3? It's like a weird one, though. Unfriended 3. Unfriended Proxy? It's just a short right now. Maybe when you wear wigs. Kinda. Honestly, these kind of movies, not the biggest fan of. I'm more like the movies like Searching. If you haven't seen Searching, definitely check it out. Love this one. Really great twist. And what was the other one? Was it called Searching also, or what was it called? What was it called? Searching 2? It was called something else. Missing. It was called Missing. This one was actually really great too. Not as great as the first, but still really great. I liked it. All right. Do you know Transformers and Godzilla appear in Marvel Comics? Will they show up in Secret Wars? Will Shadow going to kill someone in that Sonic Glove? I don't think we'll see any Godzilla Transformers in Marvel. That's just maybe taking it a bit too far. I do want to read that I know it's not Marvel Comics, but they did like a comic run where King Kong, Godzilla fight the Justice League or something like that. And like Kong gets the Green Lantern ring. That's crazy. I want to read that. And Shadow will going to kill someone in Sonic. I think if anyone dies in Sonic, it's going to be Robotnik. It's going to be Eggman. Just so that they don't have a reason to bring him back. I don't know. I just feel like they're going to do that finally. Just so Jim Carrey doesn't have to be bombarded with like, hey, you coming back, buddy? The Batsuit and D23 video survived. Woohoo. Yes. Yeah, they survived. I finally decided to put up the D23 video. Just because like I was proud of that and it's good views, so I'm like, I'm just gonna leave it up. And yeah, the Batsuit, I found it. I'm so happy I didn't throw it away. What if the twins in Badlands are Wayland Corp synthetics? I feel like this is a cool concept and could set up AVP. You just sold me on it, buddy. You just sold me on it. I mean, there's a good chance that could be what, if that's actually what they do, I'm in. I'm on board. Because the only reason I wasn't excited about it is because it sounded like genetically engineered people. And I was just like, that doesn't sound that exciting. It's like, if you're going to set it in the future, fine. Let's see some future tech and a futuristic predator to see what kind of stuff. Because we just saw Prey and we saw a primal predator, a predator with very minimal tech, not that much stuff. So something like this could be cool. Whaling Corp synthetics, and they're made to fight predators and test them out. I like this idea. This makes me now excited for Badlands. And maybe they are trying to set something up like that. That'd be cool. What would you like the Batman suit to look like in Batman 2? Just, I still want it to have the same kind of look that they currently have, just tweaked up a bit. Just tweak it up a bit. Don't have to go too drastic change, but we'll see, man. I'm sure Matt Reeves will cook. I'm sure he'll cook. And I'm sure also when I first see the new suit, I'm going to hate it. Then a month is going to go by. I'm going to look at it again and go, I kind of love it. Because I've done that with the Robert Pattinson suit, and I'm kind of doing that now with the David Cornsweet Superman suit. Rank Francis Ford Coppola movies or review Godfather. Oh, man. I got to be honest. I don't think I've seen his Godfather movies. Let me see. Francis. Maybe I have seen enough Ford Coppola movies. Let me see. I know it's like, oh, you're a movie nerd, but you haven't seen enough Francis Ford Coppola? What are you, some kind of loser? Okay, so I've seen Godfather. I've seen Apocalypse Now. I need to see so many more. I have not seen all these. What is his filmography? This is going to be a hard one to do, my friend. I'll just tell you, Godfather was a movie I didn't like when I was younger, and it was finally till I got older I really enjoyed it. I think I still have not seen Apocalypse Now. I still have not seen Apocalypse Now. I got to watch that. I gotta watch that one. I know, guys. Don't get at me. He was an executive producer on Jeepers Creepers. I did not know that. Let me see here. I'm trying to see, like, he did Jack. What? I actually love Jack. Okay, you know what? I'm going with Jack. This movie makes me sad. I like Robin Williams as Jack. I did not know Francis Ford Coppola directed that. What the heck? That's the movie where the kid like grows, not Benjamin Button, but he grows faster than his mind. So like at the age of 10, he's already like in a body of a 12-year-old or something. It's so sad. This movie made me so sad growing up. I was like, I hope that doesn't happen to me, or I'm gonna put my head in a basketball hoop. Oh, Bram Stoker's Dracula. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, I'm just going through a Francis Ford Coppola raid here. All right, good stuff. What do you think of the of the Gambit teaser? Have you watched Criminal Minds? And can you do the wrist face and blow a kiss? Red lights. There you go. The Gambit teaser, I think it's cool. I don't know if it'll amount to anything. And if it does, I'd rather it be more of a team-up movie. Because I like Channing Tatum, but it was just more of a comedic Gambit for goofs and gaffs. When we get Gambit, I'd rather it be more of a serious portrayal. And if maybe Channing Tatum can pull that off, fine, then let him do it. Have you ever watched Criminal Minds? No, I haven't. But I think I would enjoy that show if I got into it. Rank all the Halloween movies. Jesus, guys, you guys just asked me to rank them all. Okay, I'll give you my top 3 because it's just, we're going to be here all day if I just be ranking them. And I already have a video with all the movies ranked, I believe. Halloween movies. Let's see, Michael Myers in order. Okay. Jesus, so many of them. Honestly, my top 3 without the first one, because obviously the first one is the best. My favorite personal sequel is Halloween 2. I really get a kick out of Halloween H2O. I just do think that's a good ending for Michael and Laurie's story. Better than what Ends did, unfortunately. And then I'm going to go with... this might be a controversial one. Halloween Kills. Because I like how bloody and gory Michael gets in that movie. I don't care if it's filled with stupid characters and dumb decisions. I like how bloody and gory Michael gets there. So there you go. My top 3. Top 3. Let's go. Okay. Also, can you bring in the doggies in the stream? Oh, right now the downstairs, it'd be a little too much to bring them, and plus they know when I'm trying to get them to do stuff. Do you know what? I'll tell you what. Next stream, I'll start it with Noah right here, my little Chihuahua, and then I'll let him go free. I just don't want to go grab him and panic him, my little boy. I traumatize him enough when I make him be part of my intros. Have you seen the anime show Primal? No, that's the Jenner Travolta. I can never say his name, but he did Samurai Jack as well. I want to see that show. I hear it's good with the caveman, right, and dinosaurs and all that. I do want to see that. What's your most anticipated film of 2025? Superman. It's just got to be Superman. It's got to. Speaking of which, lose yourself in Superman. Knees weak, arms are sweaty. Dude, these things. Last movie to make you cry. That's a good one. That's a good one. What is the last movie to make me cry? Let me go to 3C Films and see what. Well, I'm on my letterbox right now, so let me see. Oh. Okay, so hang on. How do I save this list? That way you guys can just see it. Save. Okay, let me go to my list. My list. So I can see what's the last one. I need to update this. I'm kind of behind. Not Furiosa, not Dune. Oh, Inside Out 2. Inside Out 2 was pretty. Well, did I cry though? I don't think I think I teared up. There was definitely a line that hit me hard. If you haven't seen Inside Out 2, small spoilers, but there's a line in the movie where it's like, I'm paraphrasing, but it's something like, maybe you just feel less joy as you get older. And it's something like that. I was like, oh my God, Pixar. Oh, Pixar is back. You're breaking my heart here. It didn't have a bing bong moment, but I think that one got close. I got close in Quiet Place 1. I did like the sentimental story with her dying of cancer. But I think that was it. Imaginary didn't do it. Or If. Madam Web, I just cried tears that Sony still owns Spider-Man. It wasn't no Harold the Purple Crown. I think I'm just going to have to go with Inside Out 2. Inside Out 2. All right. If you could cameo in one upcoming movie, which one? You see, my first thought was literally Scream, but with the way things are going in Scream 7, I guess I'll just not. A Chucky movie would be cool, but I'd like it to be a serious Chucky movie. I guess if any of them, number one, I guess Spider-Man movie. A Spider-Man cameo would be cool. I'd like to be the guy who, give me rent, Parker. That'd be funny. Are you able to grow facial hair? If so, please grow it. No, I do not look great with facial hair. I just don't. I think it just doesn't work for me. Sorry. But thank you for asking. Which you want? Chris Landon Scream 7 or Child's Play 2019 sequel? The 2019 sequel, honestly. Right now, that's what I would really want. But I'm waiting. I'm open-minded with Scream 7. Let's see what they do to reel me in. Pennywise versus Freddy Krueger. Who wins? That is hard. Because Freddy is only really a problem in Dreamland, and Pennywise is real. So if you bring Freddy into the real world, Pennywise is going to kill him. But if Pennywise, I think Pennywise could do some wacky dookie stuff in Dreamland too. I guess it depends on the playing field. Right now, unfortunately, I'm going to say Pennywise, but I prefer Freddy Krueger. Why hasn't there been a Family Guy movie yet? I don't know. I'm surprised Seth MacFarlane has not done that. He is definitely doing funny stuff with the Ted movie, so I'd be so down to see a live-action Family Guy movie. I think it all comes down to casting. But they're probably working on one. I think Seth MacFarlane said he has a Family Guy movie he wrote like 10 years ago. It just hasn't been made yet. I'm not really a horror fan for gore and violence, by the way, but I don't watch horror trailers for no reason in public domain. I don't think so at all. I understand. I'm not really a horror fan for gore and violence, by the way, but I don't watch horror trailers for no. Okay, I appreciate that sentiment, Afraz. I appreciate it. Any chance you can share your Letterboxd username? Yeah, my Letterboxd username is underscore 3C films under 3C underscore films right here. I do have to update it. There's been a couple of movies I've seen, like I have to add Afraid and I have to add Strange Darling. So I have to add those to my roster. But yeah, I'm very bad at keeping up with Letterboxd, but I need to get better at it. They could have done a Jurassic World TV series with dinos yours around the world, have each be a different story, missed opportunity for Peacock. Yeah, like Battle at Big Rock, they could have just done that over and over for a whole season. I would have been so into it. Chris, don't get angry. It's not me. It's not the Miyagi-Do way. Mr. Miyagi. Mr. Miyagi. Glazing Mr. Miyagi. You think Fantastic Four and Sonic 3 will make a bill? I think Fantastic Four is very close to get that bill just because it's an MCU movie. It's a movie people have been waiting for. Sonic 3, I said I don't know if it'll make $1 billion, but after the hype from that trailer with Shadow, maybe. I'm thinking it makes at least 600 million. I'm going to go 600 million. So I don't know. Glad you like Strange Darling. You got to watch Odyssey. I do want to watch Oddity next. And Strange Darling, Oddity, Sting, all these horror movies I kind of missed in 2024. Going to do them all in one big Spooky Mama video. So be on the lookout for that in the future. Where do you get all your cool shirts from? Well, this one's from Cavity Colors, but I like Cavity Colors, Gutter Garbs, and Fright Rags. Those are the 3 websites I frequent for some horror shirts that come out very good. The getting hit after almost dying is the most relaxing table thing I've heard. What was your least favorite overreacting thing your parents hit you at with a sandal? I guess my least favorite thing. I mean, I don't know. I got my spankings as a kid. I one time, and I'm not kidding, this did happen. And my mom was a great lady. She was just trying to raise me right. And it was a different time. No need to call CPS. I remember one time I did curse, and my mom literally took me to the bathroom and put soap in my mouth. It was cleaning my mouth. I'll never forget that. She actually did that, and it must have worked. I don't think I remember cursing to my mom much often after that. So, yeah, that was that. What is your theories on Beyond the Spider-Verse? It's going to be glorious. It's going to be epic. And we're definitely getting a cameo from Tom Holland at the minimum, if not Andrew and Toby. They got to be in there. They got to be in there for new roles. That would be cool. After Sonic 3, maybe a solo Shadow movie for sure. I'd love a solo Shadow movie. That's definitely something they got to do. Any advice for people in their 20s? It's easy to say enjoy it or this stuff, but no, work. Like, enjoy it, but work, okay? Your 20s is fun. It's enjoyable. 20s, you need to get your stuff together so that when you're 30, which is like what I'm about to be, you can relax. You can just chill out because you're still young enough to enjoy your body, do things. You can then go craziness and all that. You're little lower energy, but 20s, man, work so that you can relax in your 30s. I think that's kind of what I would go for is just work to relax in your 30s. You're young, you're energetic. Yes, still have time to still put aside time to have fun or hang out with family and friends. Don't forget about that. That's very important. But just start doing your work so when your 30s come, you can enjoy yourself a bit. Because if not, you don't do that then. Just might not happen. There's more Chris with long hair in the Reddit. Oh my goodness. Let's check it out, fams. All right. Let's go through the Nick Avocado portal of 3C. Oh, whoa. Whoa. I think I'm growing a man bun now. Oh my God. I actually like this. This is a 10 out of 10. I've never seen myself so handsome. Hello, how you doing? What time do you clock in? Okay, we got that one. Let me see if I can go to Bros OP. That's my opponent. Let me see. Oh, there we go. Me with the man bun. I'm handsome pool. You guys are convincing me. I might grow it out now. I think it's time to grow the man bun. It might be. Oh, what the heck? Okay, never mind. I look like I'm just missing a guitar and a stage, and I just. I'm not a fan of that. This one though. Van Tumis 123. You're playing a dangerous game here. Guys, the proposal. This is literally him. The proposal. This is variant 3C has all the Riz. I need to create a multiverse machine to destroy his Riz. What the flabbergaster? This is awful. Why would y'all do this? Why do y'all want me to have a man bun? It doesn't make sense. Oh, I love how every time someone sees this, they just say Samurai Chris, Samurai Chris. No, I can't. What? Man bun and a beard. I like that my beard is so luscious. It completely covers my mouth. I like the restaurant you put me into. This is definitely where I would be if I had a man bun and beard. My local coffee shop. The espresso here, handmade, gorillas imported. To die for, to die for. Let's go look at sandals to walk with our hairy feet. I don't even know what this is. This is the Demi Lovato cut. Remember when Demi Lovato had that? Where she had her hair and then shaved aside? Demi Lovato 3C. This is him. Oh, dude. Damn, man. What you doing? What's your name at? I think you guys are convincing me, man. This might be my new hairstyle. If I can keep my fade and do a man bun, I think this is it. This is what I do with my life now. My ultimate goal is to grow a man bun. Oh, no. Oh, I thought your pops fell. I'm so sorry, my friend. What the heck? You just draw it on. Pretty good, pretty good. Oh, that was great, guys. That was great. Thank you for that. Thank you. Oh, what's the order of next Marvel movies release dates? Let's see here. We go Marvel movies list wiki. What's the best way to look it up and see what's coming up in Marvel? All right. So when we just had Deadpool and Wolverine, so the next one up February is Captain America: Brave New World. Then we have Thunderbolts in 2025. Then we're also going to get Fantastic Four in 2025. And we're not getting Blade. I don't know. That's just wishful thinking. Well, I don't think we're getting Blade. So the next three are here we go. Is Captain America: Brave New World, Thunderbolts, and Fantastic Four. These three movies are for sure got to set up big things for Doomsday. But we'll see. We'll see. On the Deadpool thing, I meant I have it as an MP4. Oh, I won't report you to Kevin Feige. You don't report me whenever I show you the leaked images of his movies. I'm not going to report you with the leaked movie of his movie. Any of your favorite YouTubers you've met in real life? If so, were you nervous, shy? I recently got to meet Andre the Black Nerd again after so long at Power Morphicon, and me and my sisters were shy to meet him. Dude, I want to meet Andre. I always watched Andre way before I was a YouTuber, way before I had my own channel. And now, thanks to you guys, you've made me big enough where Andre knows who I am. He's messaged me. He's like tagged me and stuff. Seems like a really nice guy. So I'd honestly love to meet Andre. Just because he seems like a friendly dude. I've only really met, other than like Sean Chandler, Cody Leach, Austin Burke, which I think are more like smaller up and coming guys, older YouTubers. The only other one would be John Flickinger. I love John Flickinger, guys. If you have not watched, if you don't know who the Flick Pick is, go subscribe to him. He still makes content from time to time. I love John. He used to do a lot of videos back in the day with Chris Stuckman, so maybe you could recognize him from there. But yeah, I got to meet him at Orlando MegaCon like 2 years ago. And I was kind of nervous, and I thought he'd think I was like a loser just because he's all muscular, buff guy. But he's so nice. We shared numbers, and we still text each other randomly and whatnot. So I love John Flickinger. Funny dude. I need to have him on. I never met Chris Stuckman, though. I never talked with him or anything like that. I did meet Soups, all those people. I have not met Cuban Crusher yet or anything like that. Straw Hat Goofy on TikTok, if you know him. I've met him. He is really nice, too. But those are some of the newer people, some of the newer faces. I even met the the escape pod guys, the the hat guy and the other guy who wears the Spider-Man sweater all the time. I met them. They're actually nice people. Interesting takes, but they're nice people. Worst crossover in media and best. Oh man, worst crossover in media. Jeez, I'm trying to think of like the worst. There really isn't a worst in my opinion. There's been like odd ones. Like I remember as a kid never expecting Timmy Turner and Jimmy Neutron to meet. That blew my mind as a kid. You could have Jimmy Neutron and Timmy Turner meet. That's crazy. But if I had to pick like the best crossover ever. Trying to think of like good. I really like that Batman and Ninja Turtle movie they made a couple years back. I don't know if it's the best, but I was like, that's just kind of cool. Batman and the Ninja Turtles. Like I really didn't expect for them. Oh, I still have to watch the Scooby-Doo and Courage the Cowardly Dog movie they made. I can't believe I have not watched that. I think that might be a Halloween movie I watched just for funsies. But yeah, stuff like that. It's just cool that they had Courage and Scooby-Doo meet. Chris, you're amazing. Hope all is well. What's your main wishes for Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars? And also, what's your favorite Marvel skin? Right now, oh, dude, I'm mainly using the War Machine skin because I love the War Machine outfit. I've always liked that as a kid. But the Cyclops skin right now is the best one. Even though I'm using War Machine skin, the Cyclops skin is the best one for me right now. But my wishes for Doomsday and Secret Wars, I just need them to be good. I just need them to be satisfying, man. I hope the Russo brothers can pull a miracle. Well, main thing, they redeem the Hulk. They bring back the Savage Hulk and they fix whatever nonsense they've been doing with the Hulk. That would be my best wishes, that the Russo brothers do that. But I can't wait. I think the Russo brothers, every time they included Spider-Man, they do something great, whether it's in Civil War, in the Avenger movies, they give Spider-Man his dues, and that's always fun. So I just want those movies to be good. I hate when we bash on Marvel because they do bad things, but I just want them to be good. Bro, where's your review for Stream made by Terrifier Team? It's on TikTok and on Instagram right now. I just missed the window to do a review on the channel. I can add it to my Halloween review video, so you can expect it there when I do a Spooky Mama thing. But it was enjoyable. It's not for everybody. If you enjoy low-budget movies and can get past some cringy acting and some dumb scenarios, it's got great practical effects when it comes to the kills, and there's a lot of great cameos to horror icons. I think the potential for sequels is also interesting. It was interesting. I enjoyed it enough. Like the story, once I got past some of the cringy acting and things they were doing, the story actually had me hooked, and I was feeling bad for the family that was trapped in this hotel with other killers. So, I do recommend it, but it's not going to be for everybody. If you enjoyed the low budgetness of the first Terrifier movie, or heck, you even sat through the first Winnie the Pooh movie, Stream is a miles better movie than like what the first Winnie the Pooh movie was. So I do recommend it there. 3C House Tour win. Also, you're watching Lego biopic. I'll watch the Pharrell one. I got to pay my respects. I remember I said I didn't think Pharrell Williams deserved one, and I got roasted in my chat. I did not know Pharrell Williams had strikers. I didn't know he had shooters, fans, man. And then my brother had to educate me. He's like, yeah, he actually created a lot of the music, Chris. You freaking idiot. Go put a man bun on, you loser. So yeah, I gotta pay my respects to Pharrell Williams and learn about his life. But house tour, I'm not that kind of YouTuber, I don't want to show you my bedroom where I take my poopies. That's not what I do. That's not what I do. That's not what I do. AVP film released 20 years ago. I feel old. Dude, 20 years ago. That's crazy. I remember when that movie came out and everybody was hyped and going crazy. So I'm 29, so I was 9 years old when that came out. I remember everybody, my dad and us going to see it. We're like, they're fighting, Daddy. They're fighting. I just joined. Wanted to say, been watching since 2019. Love your videos. Also, have you already covered the Peter Pan Neverland Nightmares trailer? I did. It'll be earlier in the video. If not, check it out on the Clippity Clips channel. Check it out on the Clippity Clips channel. If James Gunn gets comic accurate suits, what do you think Robin and Batman should look like? Also, what is your favorite Back to the Future movie? I love all three of them. It took me a while to fully appreciate Back to the Future 3 just because I was a snot-nosed kid that's like, ew, a movie in the West, lame. But as an adult, I actually really love Back to the Future 3. But my favorite is the second movie. I just like the future setting, and I think that one has a good story. Back to the Future 2, and then they're re-releasing it. I think they just announced they're re-releasing it, so I might go see it in the theaters again. But You know, it's hard to give Robin a comic accurate suit because Batman is such a dark, shadowy character, and it's for a reason, so he can hide in the shadows because I am the shadows. So then how do you sidekick with a character that is all just colorful and bright unless you just so dimly bring down his colors, you know? I'd love to see them make the Robin suit work, but I don't know how they would do that. You skip the kiss. Any favorite food, best YouTuber ever, who is doing better, Sonic or Mario? Movie-wise, Sonic right now is killing it, but Mario had a really great movie. Mario's movie actually cracked $1 billion, so never mind. I guess Mario's doing better in the movie world, but hey, Sonic's getting up there. Sonic is getting up there. As far as favorite food, I'm a pizza guy, dude. Pizza. I just had pizza today, not even kidding you. I love me a good pizza. I can have it every day. I'm not even lying, which is bad. I should not. Super inspired by what you do on YouTube, hoping to be on your level one day. Would you ever do a meet and greet in Houston? Also, nice Wolvussy. Well, thank you. The Wolvussy appreciates the compliment.
This is ASMR with 3C Films. Today we're going to be using the Wolvussy. Thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
A meet and greet. If I'm ever in Houston for like, I guess a convention, I could just tweet out or something. But I'm just scared to do meet and greets, man. I've seen those people that get like, you know, shot or killed or something crazy happens to them. I don't know. I'm always nervous of that stuff. You never know in today's world. But if it's like a convention in a public kind of setting, I'll announce I'll be there and whatnot. But there might be opportunities. If we're in Houston, you might see me more than you know somewhere. You know, we'll see. Jason Turby just sends in $1.99. Appreciate you. All right. Lucas is Spider-Man, sends some support. Thank you so much. If you could rank all Joe films and predict where Rebirth lands, Jurassic Park films, love your videos. Keep up, and tips on starting a YouTube. Oh, that's all. That's a heavy-handed question, bruh, community. Unity. Dang, sorry. Got the hickey-ups. Okay. Ranking Jurassic Park movies is going to be, again, I don't want to spend too much time on it. I do have a video up of my ranking, so you can look that up on the channel. I'll just answer to you where I think Rebirth will land. So right now, my top 3 Jurassic Park movies is obviously the first, and then I personally really like the third one, and then I'll go World, which I know is probably like, those are your top 3, Chris? But yeah, I like the first, the third, and World. Those are it. Jurassic Park 2 is still really good, but I just like those 3 the most. All right. I just need it to be to be on the same level or better than World, the first Chris Pratt movie, because I thought they had such potential. It wasn't a perfect movie, but they had such potential in the world, and I was so excited to see where they go. And they do interesting things in Fallen Kingdom. I don't hate Fallen Kingdom as much as other people. I like aspects of it, but it was definitely missed potential. And yeah, I just need it to be better than Jurassic World or on the same level. Hey, Chris, I love your videos. Keep up the good work. Also, anything on FNAF 2 movie or Spider-Man 4? Nothing right now on FNAF 2. We just saw those photos they teased online the other day. Spider-Man 4, it is now looking to be released between Doomsday and Secret Wars. It's going to be a multiverse movie, and Sony might finally be able to do their Spider-Man versus Venom, or what some people are theorizing, their Spider-Man and Venom team up, where they go fight multiverse characters, Deadpool and Wolverine style. Hi, Sony. What you doing, man? What you doing? Any hope of Trevor the Hedgehog being in Sonic 3? All right, buddy. You got me there. Who the heck is Trevor the Hedgehog? Trevor the Hedgehog mod. That's the first thing that... Who is Trevor the Hedgehog? This is a real character? Is this like a meme character that the Sonic community has made up? Trevor... Is this all he is? Trevor the Hedgehog. F you. I've never heard of Trevor the Hedgehog, but I'm going to say no. Trevor the Hedgehog is not making it into Sonic 3, but I appreciate the question, my friend. I've met Alex Vincent, met Matthew Lillard in October. What's one question I should ask him for you? Oh, meeting Matthew Lillard. So I got to meet Matthew Lillard. He was a sweet, awesome guy. We got a great photo together. Alex Vincent from Chucky. I never thought Andy from the Chucky movies would slide in my DMs. And sure enough, he did. That was so nice. I remember it was when I did the first season review of the Chucky TV series. I talked about it, and he was like, "Hey, I'm glad you like the show. Appreciate your work." And I was like, "Oh my God, Andy's in my DMs." Haven't talked to him since, but he's a really nice guy. So that was nice of him to do. I never thought something like that would happen. Matthew Lillard. Let's see. I don't know, because he's not gonna tell us anything if he's in Scream 7. I guess just ask him. Ask him if he's gonna alter his voice now that he's Springtrap. See, that could be that could be an interesting question. Is he gonna modulate his voice anyway? I mean, he does some voice acting for Shaggy. Does he want to modulate his voice a little bit as Springtrap? That's what I want to know. Okay. I need Silver in the after credits of Sonic 3. That'd be nice. That'd be a good one. I think again though, if Amy doesn't show up in the movie, she's the post credit scene for sure. She's the post-credit scene for sure. Okay. Ew, watch Saint Seiya and Fist of the North Star. Oh, ever. I thought you said ew. Ever watch Saint Seiya and the Fist of the North Star? Unfortunately, no. I'm not familiar with those. But I appreciate the question. Last request. Rank Steven Spielberg movies. Okay, well, Steven definitely has a lot. And I know I've seen most, if not all, of the Steven Spielberg movies. Because I do really like Steven. I don't know if I could rank all of them, though. This might be a situation where I give you the top 5 Steven Spielberg movies. Where's his filmography? Jeez, executive producer. No, I just need his filmography. Box office. Jeez Louise. As television. Where's the movies? My lordy woody. Executive producer. No, Bum, 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 bum. Well, this was it. Was this not it? Films. I guess this was the film. Okay. Number one. Well, my favorite Steven Spielberg movie of all time. Damn, that's gonna be kind of hard. He has so many nice ones. I'm gonna go with probably. Honestly, I really like Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. That might be one of my favorites. E.T., another one. And then I'm going to go Jurassic Park, I guess. There's so many. He has so many nice ones. I know Jaws should be number 1. I don't know why I'm not that I like Jaws a lot. Oh, you know what? Never mind. This is my new number 1, Hook. I love Hook growing up. This is a movie where if my parents had a hook in their cupboard, I'd be slashing myself with it. I love Hook. I think Hook is so underrated. Okay, that's something for you. 3C Law, how did you get the first date with your lady? Oh, I've talked about this before. We worked at a call center. We were both workers at a call center. I was a person who called you because you didn't pay your Comcast bill. I was like, hi, my name's Chris. I'm calling from Comcast. This call may be recorded for quality assurance purposes. Things like that. I'd be like, you owe $3.79. Would you like to pay now? And we worked there. I sat next to her. She had a deck of Uno. We played Uno. She whooped my butt. I asked her if she wanted to go get tacos after her shift. She said yes. We went to go get tacos. And the rest is history. The rest is history, guys. So a little Riz goes a long way. I did one of these and it pulled it off, Did one of those. All right. That was the last Super Chatty, guys. I want to thank y'all so much for being on here on this awesome live stream. Y'all are fantastic, amazing people. I love talking with you guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe. I will catch you guys on the next one and see what other videos we come out with. Y'all are amazing. Oh, we got one last one. Let me just get this one before we leave. Who's got the high score on your Pac-Man arcade? Me, baby. Me. I'm the only one that touches that thing. Not even Deadpool touches it. I gotta look at my score, though. Bye, guys. I love y'all. Y'all are fantastic.